Simmons, court is in session. Grab your snacks, this one local's obsession. Some big girl lit the drama burner. Now that locale wants a broken boner. She said he's boring, but she stayed in chat, spinning out like a method bat. Denmark calling from across the sea. How'd this drama get attached to me? Sunglasses on, everybody looks shady. One cop shows up and they all go crazy. Was it swatting? Was it not? Girl is screaming, the water's too hot. Pot roast cold, husband mad. Everybody acting like they've been had. Receipts got waived, but the proof got thinner. Now the courtroom's missing dinner. Locale wants a broken boner, crying online like she needs a donor. Denmark, thirst trap, Tennessee shades. Whole damn chat, whipping out blades. Locale wants a broken boner and that mouth. Now she's a loner, expert in shades. Valhalla stay calm. Baker got blamed for the drama bomb. Bunny's hopping with the diamond signs, watching every chat and drinking boxed wines. Don't say his name, don't play his clip. Too late, girl, you started this shit. Called him dirty, called him dull. Timeline ate her whole damn skull. Tried to spin it, tried to sell. Internet rang that dinner bell. Prove it wasn't me, she cried, while the comment section picked a side. One welfare check, one room a trade. Now everybody's feeling drained. Pot roast cold, husband loud. Drama queen lost in the crowd. Receipts got stretched, the story got older. Now the bakers are looking colder. Locale wants a broken boner, crying online like she needs a donor. Denmark, thirst trap, Tennessee shades. Whole damn chat, whipping out blades. Locale wants a broken boner and that mouth. Now she's a loner, expert in shades. Valhalla stay calm. Baker got blamed for the drama bomb. Valhalla said, let's keep it clean. Expert looked like the coolest meme. Baker said, I didn't ask for this, but the cow came back with a hit list. Flashlight, screenshots, hearts in text. Everybody asking, what's this shit? No one knows and no one should, but the drama tastes too damn good. One cop, don't make it SWAT. Her bullshit, don't make it facts. One cow, don't run the farm, but she wanted to sound the alarm. Locale, here she comes, typing with her angry thumbs. Locale sounds her horn. Locale begging for the broken boner. Locale wants a broken boner, crying online like she needs a donor. Denmark, thirst trap, Tennessee shades. Whole damn chat, whipping out blades. Locale wants a broken boner and that mouth. Now she's a loner, expert in shades. Valhalla stay calm. Baker got blamed for the drama bomb. Internet drama can't move on. Watch the lives till after dawn. Food got cold, heart's not warmer. Locale wants and needs a broken boner. A broken boner.
I think it all works. Yeah, it's always amazing to me. I was a little bit late. Sorry about that, y'all. I was I had a bunch of honeydew stuff I had to do. So I mowed the yard again. Finished the front yard. Still haven't done the backyard. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. But mowed it again, lower. That's nice. It looks so bad. It looks like hay. It's ready to be collected. And anyway, while I was doing all this, I was listening to our friend Jolene. And Jolene got to a part of her show where I was like, oh, I wasn't going to talk about any of this tonight. And you know what? Made me so mad. Things can't make you mad. Only you can allow yourself to get mad. So anyway, I got hot. I got so hot that I stopped mowing and I said stuff in the chat. I was like, no, none of this is true. And it's all about our friend, the big mama moo cow. Okay. Big mama moo cow with her whole milk. She's got all the milk, the buttermilk, the whipping cream, the half and half, the butter, just pure butter. All of that. No, butter is not it. Hey, I heard also that she was taking used product, beauty product. It's not on the bays. Selling the Bay product on the bays. By the way, if anybody would like to try Bay Harbor Beauty product, what I use, I trust this with it. This is my moneymaker, okay? I trust the moneymaker with Bay Harbor Beauty. Type in all capitals, the word expert. There's no spaces, just expert. And you'll get 10% off. I make nothing, okay? I want you guys to get something. I'm a giver. Eating her cud. I hear the milk is spoiled. Oh, those lyrics are so good. That's hey, nefarious. That's the code word for 10% off over there too. Thank you. Hey, Dave. I love Dave, and he's in and out. He's really in with his sports season. I can't. You're just gonna have to. You're gonna have to buckle up, buddy. This is gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride. How you doing, that B? What's up? Mitchell, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? 80s Music Man's here. Kimberly Ray's here. Sister Lenny. You know what, sister? You can come on and hang out with me sometime. We'll do a whole stream. We'll say Cyberchick will be like, Cyberchick's so mean. Why won't she let you stream with me? Don't, this is gonna start being a bad rumor. You know who will pick it up? The whole 7-Eleven of cows. How you doing, Iowa 73? Look at that big smile. I love it. Beth Chicken Wang. I love you guys. You guys make me happy. Look, here's trouble. How are you? Did you find your tools? No, I can't find my tool. And I didn't ask White Rabbit if she had seen my tool. I did. If you had to get a tool, what was it? I need a ratchet. So if I got new ratchets, I don't want to, but if I did, I mean, like I would get one and then I get the heads, right? I need head. I need two heads. So I would do the 1/2 inch and like the 7/16. I think are the two I need for that project. Would you go with you got 1/4, a 1/2? What's the big one? What's the big one called? 3/4? Ratchet? I think the middle size one's the way to go. What do you think? You're the one with the tools. You tell me. Oh my gosh. Danielle, how are you doing? I saw you say, who do I need to beat up? It's nobody. Nobody to be concerned. It's the same problem we've been having for 2 months. You know what? You know why she's running around? Because Baker's taking a sabbatical. He said, I'm not going to do drama. And I was like, this is awesome. It's going to be a week and no drama. But I'll tell you what. When you change your story, you make me look like I'm lying. Don't lie. Don't lie. I'm not mad about you. You can call me a liar all day. I don't care. You can call me anything you want to. But you're calling my friends and my family that too. And I won't let you forget. I told you that. I told you that big old cow. Grimace. So mad. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I shouldn't be streaming. Should not be streaming right now. Oh my goodness gracious. I have 10 millimeters. Like I show you 10 millimeter. A whole bunch. What do you got? Right here. Yeah. I've got 50 10 millimeter right here. Welcome to Tennessee. Right there. The ammo's right there on the floor. Oh my gosh. I found it yesterday. I didn't know I had it. I was like, oh, look at here. I found ammo. Isn't that great when you find ammo? I love that. That's a good day for me. How you doing, Nee Taylor? I know your first name, but I'm just Nee Taylor. I don't know why. You should also get an extender for the ratchet set. Well, you know what I really need? I need a torque wrench. That I do need because there's a lot of torquing going on, and I didn't realize I need to be torquing more than I am torquing. You can adjust your torque. I think my problem is I always over torque things. So, oh, I was waiting to see if Mr. Beeble had a response. No response. No response to the 10 millimeter. Okay. Journalism. Oh yeah, that's another one. How you doing? Bad Duck, I bet, has 10 millimeters. Have you seen AB's? We're gonna talk about that tonight. I'm glad you said that. Actually, we'll do that right now. Well, we're gonna have a little fun first. Okay. I've not seen it yet. I've not seen it yet. Hey, Janice, how you doing? Yeah, why did I say that? Do you remember why I said that? I don't I don't know what I was talking about. It happened that quick. Janice, I was gonna talk some more about oh hey, I should probably email you and ask you what I need to know about your story and like where because if there are things that I don't ever want to step on anybody's toes, especially anybody who is I don't want to step on anybody's toes. And I want to make sure I have stories right. And you have a it's sad. I'm gonna use words that are gonna sound weird, but you have a very beautiful story, but it's tragic. So it's tragic. Y'all who don't know Janice, she is also part of the true crime world. The true crime world is what we're going with right now. This is what I lost, Bad Duck. Is I had an entire USA made Craftsman set. My dad and mom got it for me, and I've lost it. Where it is. B Bear, I see you expert about 7.9 millimeter top by Gerard. That's awesome. B Bear, where are you? Where are you over here? I gotta make sure. Yes. Wanted to make sure I saw your dog. We're friends. We're friends. And you didn't even know it, did you? Expert, just ignore me now? Why? Why am I ignoring you? What's happening? You guys have messed me up. Lefty, how you doing? Lefty he's in the millimeter crowd. I'll step on toes. Never let the facts get in the way of a good story. Now, hey, that's another one. Why can't you drop links? Uh, that is another one. What was I talking about? Oh, evidently, did anybody see where the our Moo friend made fun of Megan Fox because I want to see that one. Because Megan is everything she's not. She's an actual investigative journalist. Um, hey, B Bear, this is Bad Duck expert. We all we like coolers. We like Yetis and hey, did y'all know that they now sell Riddick coolers at Target? I saw that. I was very impressed. Out and back, how you doing? Out and back, out and about. West Texas, how are you doing? I love seeing you come in. Yeah, you know what? You have a very beautiful avatar, and just now realized this is dumb. I mean, it probably is dumb, but when I pull up your avatar, pull up your chat, you know what I see? Y'all know what I see right there? I go, that woman looks like Texas. She looks like a Texas woman. I've never thought that before, but I just now, like my brain that just hit, and I was like, oh yeah, she does. I don't know why. You look like a Texas woman. I like that. I like that. Um, no, Craftsman is owned by Black& and Decker, and they're made in China. They're all made in China. I spent a lot of time because, like, there's no American tools anymore. There are the last American tools I got, is a company, they bought Vice Grip, and they brought them back, and I got, a couple of those. They're all American made. Oh my gosh, they are such a great Vice Grip. And they went out of business after a year because no, they were about twice as much, or maybe three times as much of what like a Chinese vice grip is. People kept saying, "I want American tools," and then they wouldn't support them. Wouldn't support 'em. So I support tools that are made in ally countries. Japan is an ally of ours. I know, weird, right? Germany's an ally of ours. Another weird one, but stuff like that. That's what well, I guess both those countries are kind of forced into being out, but hey, America, right? They're like off seas American countries. Yeah, it's Black& and Decker owns the Craftsman name. Stanley, they own the Stanley name too. Stanley Power Tools. USMC, how are you doing? She was never gone. Okay. After Dollywood. Well, I keep my word. I get rid of every wrench, and they gotta say they want to be a wrench again. Okay, but after Dollywood, I didn't give wrenches back to anybody unless, well, Danielle's the exception. I like Danielle. Okay, Danielle was at Dollywood, and did I give her back a wrench because I didn't give any wrenches if you weren't there because I want to protect you because I figured then people will start seeing they'll start going after mods. They went after they tried to say that Valhalla is a mod on Nick Recatus. That's a great one. That's a great one. Okay. They were like, oh, I wonder how Nick Recato would feel knowing that Valhalla is a mod on his and is over here talking crap about the mooing the moo the mooinator. How can you tell people don't watch Nick Recato? How can you tell? When they start saying stuff like that. I loved it. I hit Nick up. I was like, hey, they wanted you to get rid of Valhalla as a mod. Just a bunch of laughy faces. He's like, who is this? I said, Moo Cow Macalito. He's like, what an idiot. I do things. I don't brag about them. Oh, I'm so mad. Anyway, you have nothing to complain about. That is awesome. Make me a mod. I need some dumb drama in my life for entertainment. That could happen. That could happen. But you have 2 using your name now. So Barry, Nello, how you doing? Anyway, you know who was really instrumental in the whole mod thing I just told you guys? Zach. And I was like, yeah, man, you're right. Like Zach say, if you get Zach to not act like Zach, he's really cool. I hate that I said that. Kind of like Lefty. If you get Lefty, oh man, I'm telling all the tea tonight. I'm throwing tea. I put tea in the super soaker. I'm just spraying it everywhere. Tea's going. It's just everything's getting blasted tonight. But what are you checking out? Lefty's another good one. Lefty's a really good guy. We had one really good conversation. And he's a real cool guy. Okay, so where is the first thing? So I was looking for stuff, and then I was like, oh, wait a second. I forgot about this one. So I'm changing things around a little bit. We're gonna go back. We're gonna do a timeline thing. We're gonna learn some things. We're gonna bring some things together. This is the type of work I wish I was doing about what's her name out there in Nevada. I hate calling her Lauren. Gotta be skim milk. It's gotta be skim milk's the only thing I can say that stays. And if I don't respect you, there's 2 things. Either I like you and I give you a nickname. Not on purpose, it just kind of comes out and it's usually something cool. Or I don't like you and I refuse to say your name. Like whole milk, skim milk. Especially like I can't say Lauren. Lauren's my buddy in Pensacola. I love that girl. Why are you Rice? Probably because you drive a Hyundai. Malin, there's my girl. Yo. Hey, Malin, I saw you doing the ASL stream. Oh my gosh. You know, uh, are you trying to learn how to do the whole thing? Is that gonna be more? Because it is. I know someone you should talk to. And you do too. You do too. I think that'd be awesome. I need to talk to him. I need to tell him, be like, hey, get over there and help her out. Yes, Bear. That is um yes, that is my PO box. And it works. It's 23 23941. Is that right? Is it 23941? Side eyes, I don't care about Lefty. Did I get my post office box right? Get Volstorm because I mean, not because nothing against Diva, but Volstorm, he's an Diva's more like me. Okay. Volstorm he is a he can teach and he can help and he can I say teach and help and stuff. I mean, 'cause it's not like he's gonna come on stream, but I don't know. I think you guys should talk at least because that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Let me tell you a real quick one, Malin, about him is I was worried. He taught himself a second language. Right? I I can't do it. My brain does not work in that way, and that upsets me. It's one of the most upsetting things ever because it's real life to me. Um, Finally, at the age and everything where I can, I can talk to the phone and it will, it writes. That way, it's part of the conversation. But that's the biggest. That's one. That's probably one of the top five at least, maybe top three faults in myself that I hate. That if I could change them, it'd be that I cannot learn a foreign language. And if you guys don't think sign language is a foreign language, you are mistaken. Um, yeah. I wanted to say something funny, but I don't have anything. All right, let's see. What am I looking for here? So, okay, I know that. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff's going on. I want to bring you guys up to speed. So, going back to May. Okay, let's just go this year. We're doing a time frame it'll be fluid until the it really starts affecting me. Then I'll start naming dates. So going back to December. So in December, um, going back a year. Holy cow! Last July, my mother got sick. She didn't get sick, but it's just complications. Okay, I was with her every day. Uh, I have a real hard time talking about this because I blame myself. If I didn't have such a hard time, I'd start naming the hospitals and why they suck. And I hate them. I hate them to hell. And the reason why I hate these hospitals is I hate the way they treated me. The way they treated my mom. The way they treated me. So I was struggling my channel. So from Dollywood last year, basically, had I just kind of checked out things. I kept streaming when I got home, and I had a very great group of people. Many of y'all are still in here tonight that kept me going. Um, Mentally, it was so good for me, and you kept the channel alive. My mom passed away early December, on December 20th. Broken Baker. I don't think he knew my mom had passed. I didn't talk about it. So, I know he was like the last one to find out. Anyway, it was funny as I was talking to him on a daily basis. I just would talk friend. I needed a friend to goof off with, right? So, um, on the 20th, he did a fundraiser for Turtleboy, and thank you, Beth. Uh, well, what comment did you make? Helen Keller's diary. Oh my gosh, I watched a whole video the other night about was Helen Keller, like her. God, I can't remember the woman now that did the taught her how to read and write, and talk, and everything else was a fraud. Oh, it was so crazy. It was so crazy. But anyway, I like that. Hold on, what'd you say? What comment? I don't care. Hey, you didn't say anything bad. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Helen Keller's diary. Uh, I joke about everything. That's how we get through life. We have fun. We tap dance and have a good time, right? So I'm glad you're here. That makes me happy. I'm so happy you're here. So Hey, Jerry, what's going on? How are you doing? Um, I worry about that sometimes. I'm glad you told me. I'm stuck with you. Gonna be stuck with a better great, a greater bunch of people in the tubes. I didn't know it was July, Wendy. Sorry. I hate the VA. They overlap my son's meds. Sorry. Um, there is a lot of God complex and stuff. I'll tell you what. This is what I'll just say this one thing about because there've been so many comments. I'm gonna make this one comment about modern medicine. Then we're gonna go on. I have discovered with my mom that the best doctors have faith. Doctors that they don't like there's some doctors that come from, different countries, and they're raised with a different set of values than the Judeo-Christian values that are so prominent in America. When I finally had a doctor that understood, you know, because you asked the question, it's like, "Okay, well, how do you know? Give me a time. If my mom's dying, then give me a time." And they didn't have any of it right. It's a long story. She shouldn't have died. Shouldn't have died. I don't wanna talk about that. But anyway, that's the main thing I've learned about about American healthcare. Values, the love of life. You're not a judge of when people should or how they're going to make it. We're all God's children, and life is a gift, and we should be more thankful. I like doctors that are thankful for the gift of life, not ones that look at a bunch of numbers and go, "Well, I don't like statistics, doctor." Bad Duck says Helen Keller walked into a bar and a table and a chair, then screamed her hands off. Oh my gosh.
Come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and his. Please come
And what about the harassment aspect too? I want to point out the harassment aspect because again,
So anyway, that aside, right? So Baker invited me on the stream, and that's where I met Turtleboy. Now, here's what happened to me. Baker, I decided he's roar. Do you guys have you guys met Broken Baker? Do you know who I'm talking about? Let me show you a little video of him being happy. Okay, this is happy Baker.
No! Oh no! This is not what I had in mind at all! This Danish flag represents my disapproval!
That's when he's happy. Okay. So he did this like I'm gonna do this streaming platform that isn't American. Like it was made in like some communist country. It doesn't work with our processors. It doesn't like freedom. One of those things. I go on there and my entire screen is black. I go to YouTube and I see myself, but I'm on like a 10, 15-second delay. Hey, YouTubery. Anyway. What was I saying about all that? Oh yeah, so I couldn't see, and that's why I met Emily C as well. I couldn't see Emily. I didn't know what Emily looked like until after the stream was over, and I was like, I had no idea. That's also though when I realized who she was. I guess maybe I don't know. I didn't really meet her then. That's when she started following me. Was J Six Pack. No, I will. I'll tell you what. I'm going to refrain from making jokes and stuff about her because she has been mostly fair to me. Okay. And I told her during the whole thing, I was like, look, like, I don't know, because she'd say something, rage, rage typing about how bad Baker was and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know this. Like, I one of those like, we're in high school and you got to pick a side. No, I'm an adult and I have room in my brain for both worlds to exist. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to be part of any of this. Anyway, I started hearing like Baker starts acting kind of weird. And I say weird, I mean weirder than normal Danish people do. Like it was he was looking back on it, I understand now that he was in a very weird position because all of a sudden this force, this monsoon, I mean, she threw herself into my life. Uh her words, she came up with squirrel school. Okay. Her words, she got Emily C and me together. Okay. That's not how I remember it. I remember it with Brooke and Baker saying, you need to get with Emily. She's the kindergarten teacher. She would understand how your brain works and blah, blah. And then he, like, after he's like, she's new to this. She needs to get with somebody who can get her to talk. He's like, she needs to grow. She's going to be wonderful. He just had all these great things. And I'm sitting there going, great. Baker sent another chick my way because he has chick problems. Right. Um, what is saying? What is saying? I didn't see this. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help, I'm falling. I can't giddy up. Oh my gosh, I need these written down. You need to go into dad jokes in the Discord and put these down. I love that. I love dad jokes, y'all. They're stupid and I love them. The only one I know is what did the banana say to the vibrator? What are you shaking for? I'm the one that's going to be eaten. The only dad joke I know. Wait a second. When did my dad tell me that? I don't know. Thank you, Bad Duck. And thank you for gifting a membership too. Whoever got that, you're very fortunate. You got a Bad Duck membership. Oh, and I got to remind you guys also. Oh, actually, that remind me of this too, Bad Duck. Thank you. Here we go. That's not it. Boom. Almost forgot these this month. I have 5 more. Don't forget to give those before the stream's over. So, oh yeah, YouTube is changing the prices on everything. So if you are a member, it's that $2 deal. If make sure that if you want to stick around, it means the world to me. $2. I'm like Sally Struthers for less than the price of a Coke at McDonald's. It adds up, y'all, and it keeps the internet going. I mean, it does. Everything continues to go back into the channel. You would see how much it goes into the channel if I get my brain and everything organized. And I've got like videos and everything else I put up, like all that stuff. It's it's cameras. Where's that? Well, I mean, I've got a 360 camera. Yeah, you start using. Oh, I found my. Never mind. I'm talking to myself now. What I'm saying is that it's going to go up, and it really does help. And thank you, Bad Duck. Knock knock. Who's there? Not my dad. Oh my gosh. Did you have Fall Storms luck with gift and memberships now? So, I didn't know who Turtleboy was and all this other stuff, and Emily C because I couldn't see him and stuff. Blah blah blah. This tidal wave came into my life. Actually, yeah. J7 is the name that I gave her, and the reason why I gave her that name is because when I looked down saw in the chat, her initials, I was like, oh, these are not somebody is trolling me, is what I thought. I was getting trolled. And then she has a number at the end, number 7. Now, to give you guys a little information, so T42, YouTube put numbers after her name, and they put the numbers. It's T42-S3X. Every time T42 makes a comment, it gets blocked because the the computer stuff, whatever, looks at it as T for 2 sex. So I was like, nah. I was like, I saw the letter J was JEW and then WALSH. I didn't see the L. And I thought somebody was really, really, really doing nasty jokes. And then, so I said, J, and I saw the 7. 7. How that name came about. Who is Turtleboy? Can you tell us all in detail? Yeah, actually, I've got a thing I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm glad you're coming back on track there. So, fast forward, all this stuff. I'm Baker's friend. We talk, right? Like we mostly talk business. We mostly talk about the chats and stuff like that. Like things. Sometimes we do things and we're like, well, that didn't work. The chat just they all hated it or something. You know, we discuss the business of YouTube. We talk. It is what it is, right? Never one time did Baker, you know what? He never one time said, man, I really like this chick. She sent me stuff. Because you know what our conversation's always been about? Someone starts sending you stuff, it's a dude. Don't trust it. Okay? Don't trust it. The Hey, Fireberry, how you doing? The conversation that came in after that from her, hey, Wild Goose, how you doing? Was, Nix, what's going on? The conversations that was going, if I, looking back, hindsight's 2020. It was bullying. It was bullying into do this for me, do that for me. Any correspondence, I used to try to claim that there's like, ooh, there's sexy text. Really? The most lame. Dude, we're in the 21st century and you're going to do sexy words? That's it. I'm doing the sexy words. You know, here they are. Type, 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 type. No, you're not. That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Especially when you live over where, like, there's whorehouses and stuff. Okay? Well, this is dumb. And anything I was ever, it was pushed and annoyed and just driven to. And then she would come in and she'd do huge chats to him. She was paying. Try to get a creator to make stories. Then I found out that it was all a springboard, a channel. That's her. I'm not saying anything bad about her, though. Okay, this is just what I observed. Then we got her friend. That was where it gets good. Stringer Bell. Oh my God, I made it live. It's been a minute. Glad to be off replay crew. Good to see everyone. I'm so happy you're here, Stringer, and your dogs. I should have brought another drink. Rhonda. How you doing, Rhonda? Wait, hold on. Yes, that's Rhonda. How are you? Oh, yeah, Stringer Bell. So I have to kind of start getting away from the Wiggles because Sexy and I Know It got hit. That's going to be a lot of hitting. Take Jolene laugh. Oh my gosh. Exhibit Alley, how you doing? Well, hey Danielle, will you put Exhibit Alley's channel in the chat, please. Y'all, this girl, let me tell you how I found her. So she's over there all the time in squirrel school, right? And then one time someone comes in talking about how stupid I am. And I was like, oh, well. And Exhibit Alley was the first person I saw and goes, that's our expert, and defended me. And I was like, oh, I felt so good. I felt so happy. And I've watched hers and I was like, I thank you so much. Like, that was very cool of you. And then she made that really cool video of Squirrel School for the graduation. And forgot to thank her. So Exhibit Alley, I'm sorry. Again, I mean, I've already apologized, but it's one of those things. Like, I'm clueless to things. But y'all, please, she just started a YouTube channel. She's great. Oh, wait a second. Look at this. Look who else is there. How you doing, Meatball? What's going on? What is going on? I love my Meatball. Oh, and here we go. There's I was talking about you earlier. I said for discounts and stuff, type in expert. Oh, I also heard that I heard that I heard that you have a competitor. Bay Harbor Beauty has incredible products. Y'all. It's really I love her stuff. I'm not saying it because I like her. Like, that is a subsequent gift out of working with her. But make sure that you go to Bay Harbor Beauty. There might be a fake one out there called eBay Harbor Beauty. Don't go to that one. Those are used products. No telling what you'll catch. What the hell? Let's see here. What was? Oh, I remember it now. So all this is going back to tonight. Jolene was doing her stream. I'm trying to think how I want to do this, because that's kind of, we could go to. Okay, we're going to do that one first. We're going to do that one first. So this is evidently a big thing still. Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys the background of this. That's what the key tonight is. Have you guys seen? Why don't these beep anymore? That's weird. Okay. Have you guys seen the, let me make sure. Everything messes up now. Audio and that. Okay, good. The exit interview thing. I'm gonna show you guys some of this. This is from Turtleboy months ago. When was this? 2 months ago. We're gonna do a little showing of it, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what was happening, what I know of, what I witnessed. And here's the thing. I'm not part of people's conversations. I'm not part of anything. People aren't telling me anything. These are my observations, and from knowing the people involved and just listening to them talk. Okay. Nobody's saying, hey, you want to know about what happened over here? Nobody's saying anything about that. It is, it's a week's worth of stuff back and forth and all the drama. You hear it on all these different channels, and people come and they tell you this stuff. And I'm going to put it all out tonight. I'm going to show you. I'm be like, this is, she's trying to change the story. That's what makes me angry, because here's the thing. This is where I could, Broken Baker, all of a sudden, the big old moo cow decided she was going to get in on this bakerism. Supposedly 6 months. Some marriages don't last 6 months, but supposedly 6 months after this big, like, oh, Broken Baker, I have this boyfriend who lives in a fantasy fairy tale land. I mean, who knows where Denmark is on a map? Does anybody really know without thinking about it? Or, like, can you tell me, like, what's their gross domestic product? Okay. Do you know what the racial demographics are? Do we know what their politics are? I mean, do you know any stuff? No, it's a fantasy land, okay? Nobody knows about it. Nobody cares. Nobody has some boyfriend over there in some, living in a gingerbread house, waiting for Santa, working in Santa's workshop. It's all smoke and mirrors. So to launch a channel, there's a grifter class that does this. It's not the first person I've seen do this, and won't be the last. And they usually come about every 3 months. You get something new. Okay. And I'm so far out of the chat. I'm sorry. Kristen, are you going to bed? You know the rule. Dream about me. Kidding. Oh, it's the greatest chat. Exhibit Alley. My thing is, like, there are people that they are obsessed with numbers, they're obsessed with growing and stuff like that. I would rather be a country club than an arena. Arena, you put 100,000 people. University of Tennessee football plays in Neyland Stadium. They put 102,000 people in there every Saturday. The bathrooms are disgusting. I will never in my life be invited to Augusta. I'll never be a member there. Man, I really would like to be a member of Augusta. I give up going to football games the rest of my life to be a member of Augusta. I'd rather be a country club than an arena. And that's what we are over here. This is the greatest chat ever. It's classy. They're a classy group of people. Good looking, classy group of people over here. If you think Santa's not real, you're not allowed in the chat. Facts. Oh, it's the second time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Sorry, I walked away from it. I got distracted in my own verbiage. All right, hang on a second here. Oh, and all this. Okay, let me say this real quick. Where'd that go? No. Nope, stop it. Okay. So, let me tell you guys about the Baker stuff, right? So, Lisa with the silver star, thank you so much. We were talking about Santa Claus, talking about Santa's workshop and silver star. Every time I see it, I think about silver bells. Love it. I love it. High five. And the floating heart. No, that's the finger heart. Oh, hey, wait. Floating hearts. Floating hearts. This time, that's my time to shine. Why is this taking me so long? Floating hearts. Look at that. There you go. Floating hearts. I wish I had a silver star. I can do these. Hang on a second. Where did we go? Wait, no. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Am I lost over here? Why is that not working? Oh, it's not working. That's crazy. Oh, that's weird. That's a new one. Oh, that's so weird. Well, that's a new glitch. Huh. I mean, it doesn't mean anything to the stream. It's just me that I find it fascinating when Al Gore's magical machine doesn't work. Where'd he go? No. No. Where did it go? I just had it. Yeah, there it is. Copy. Okay. Because I didn't paste it. Well, that's my own fault. Sorry. All right. So, I didn't do any better? Okay. Don't you play. I'm not ready for you to. Yeah. Go. A lot of clicking, a lot of clacking. Oh yeah, so let me tell you real quick. So the Baker thing about like getting married or something, that was going back to the first Dollywood. And I was like, oh, we got to give him a green card while he's here. We can give him a green card. You know, he's got good looking. He's got that accent. We'll just say he's like Schwarzenegger's body double. You know, like the fat guy. Like he was like in I don't know Junior or whatever. When did he get pregnant? We'll say he's that one. And it was just a joke, right? Anyway, that was the whole thing about getting Baker married when it comes to Dollywood. And then somebody thought it was real. Stringer Bell, thank you so much for the treat. What's the treat? I remember Stringer Bell, why am I gray? I don't know. Where are you gray at? Oh, it's gone now. Would you say no glitch? There's a glitch. It's gone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was yeah, it sucks. All right, let's do. Oh, okay, so this is evidently what is this? Is the wedding announcement because all of the people that are hateful in this world, they cannot stand common sense investigator, and they can't stand broken bakers. So, what better couple to put together than it'll be a marriage of hate. A marriage of hate. The good old-fashioned American marriage. Why don't this play? I feel like I hit play.
Gather round YouTube, we've got news today. A broken baker's finally found some common sense along the way. Now somehow we're planning a wedding.
What's going on here? Why do I feel like I'm in Inception?
Our baker lives in Denmark, met a bunny online. A few innocent texts, what could go wrong this time? Then packages hit Denmark and the bunny tail went south. Baker learned real quick what internet dating's all about. YouTube got ugly, but Lauren had his back. Baker fixed her Wi-Fi and kept her channel on track. Bestie left the bunnies, found a better crew instead. Took one look at those two, let's get Baker wed. Broken Baker, common sense. Somehow this ridiculous thing makes sense. From internet
gray like
drama
that.
to wedding bells. How we got here, nobody can tell. Save the date, clear your plans. June the 7th in Tennessee, my friends. It's the YouTube wedding everyone wants to see. Planned by Arkansas Bestie. Bestie's got the plans, boss man's got the crew. Baker, hide that group chat before Lauren gets a clue. Side-eye Jess is matron of honor. Cyber chick broke free, left the bunny side behind for better company. Experts in his shades, white rabbit by his side. BHB's got the glam, gotta make this wedding shine. Kristen's got the wrench, official wedding mod. Valhalla's got 100 more, collecting's kinda his job. Golden retriever friendly, loyal to the end,
that's
mess with one of
hilarious.
his people, you'll meet a different friend. Turtleboy, I'll bring this crazy family around. Still fighting for the first while the wedding plans go down. Will the bear is coming too, which means the party will arrive, and Val Storm can announce it. It's Saturday night. We're live! Danny and Mary B brought the chat raps along. Home Slice, Dean, Mitchell, and Shizzy can't possibly miss the song. And standing at the altar, there's only one man for the job, Auntie Deb, aka Jimmy. Dressed as Elvis, thank God. Broken Baker, common sense. At this point,
so
don't
great.
even try to make it make sense. Beneath all the live streams, there's something kind of sweet. Lauren back the baker when the comments brought the heat. He keeps her stream connected. She always has his back somewhere between you're live and buffering. Bestie saw a match. Are they really dating? YouTube says they are. No ring, no proposal, but facts don't get you far. The chat already decided, so what else can we do? Everybody knows if it's online,
This is awesome.
it has to be true. So save the date, June 7th, Tennessee. The reception's open to the whole YouTube family. Luke Bryan kicks it off. Ludacris takes the stage. Then Shizzy gets the DJ booth and sends us into the next day. Elvis
You
Dab
should
is
dress
ready.
like that.
Experts rocking shades. Valhalla's got the wrenches. Boss man's got bad plans made. Chat rats in the comments. Everybody's going live. Mods are dropping links while the super chats arrive. Bestie swiping boss man's hard again and again, spending real damn money
I love
on a
his
wedding
hair.
that
I
might
love
be
his hair right
pretend.
there.
White rabbit's invited. Before anyone gets confused, she's a rabbit, not a bunny. Those
Dude,
terms
looks like you
can't
like
be
that drink.
misused. Rabbits get a +1, champagne and a seat. Bunnies get the live stream. Enjoy it from the street. Save the date, June 7th, somewhere in Tennessee. Broken Baker, common sense investigator.
Oh,
Case
this is so
closed.
great. That's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, that was so great. Vice baby, how you doing? Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I'm absolutely stuck right now. Oh, that is so wonderful. And that's wait. This is on Arkansas, right? Why is that not doing my thing? Oh, because I gotta do that.
Gather round.
Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna link to. I mean, I'm sure she already has her link in the chat, but I'm gonna give you guys the link. Watch this. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to. No. Stop. Why are you moving? Oh, okay. There you go. And then, boom, pinned. Okay, so there's the link to the actual song. That is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Oh, I am so gonna. Yeah, who did make that? Was that Arkansas made it? Oh, she's got talent then. Gosh, why? How come I don't have talent? Oh, yes, she is. She absolutely is. She's that's great. Arkansas made it. Oh yeah, here we go. Bear, did you just change your avatar? I hate that our fathers are called bunnies. My kids have been calling my husband bunnies since they met him. When they were 1 and 2. They couldn't talk. It's been 14 years. They still call him that. So here's the thing: make bunnies great again. Make bunnies great again. That's my oh, she would hate that's Cyber Chick. She got a make Cyber Chick great again hat because he hates that stuff. Look, I got one. Not a Cyber Chick, but look at this. That's not it. Um, look at this. Look. Oh, she'd hate that. She'd hate that so bad. Um, to make bunnies great again. All right, let's see. What did I just wait? Are you talking to me? Are we on thing? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I hope that person I was just talking to heard me say thank you and knew who it was. Lisa, thank you for the floating heart. You want floating heart? Hey, check this out. We have floating hearts. We can float. We can float, float, float. If I can remember how to do it. Nope, wrong button. So like so if I do like this, but see, I don't make a heart. See, my hearts don't heart. Oh, oh, I did it! Hey, look at that. Is that a heart? I've never done that before by hand. Y'all, Vice Baby becomes 2 years old next month. 17 months of craziness. 17, it's always the number. It's always the number. Like 17 ways to Sunday. It's 17. Hey, y'all. Okay, so just so the tubes know that this is original content here, okay? Original content. Vice Baby, his avatar, not that avatar, but like a profile shot, his picture is in there.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Did you see him? We move around. It's like photo hunt. You got to find.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
See him? I think you're on a real computer. Yes, real computers are. My man, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Are you okay? Don't worry about you, man. Can't leave. One time you said that when a channel gets too big, you'll leave and you won't listen to them anymore. And I told you that'd make me sad. And it would. It still does. Like I worry about you when you're not around. I know there's been a lot of things going on, but I love you, Lefsko. I really do. You got a way about you. There's a lot of times you're saying a lot of funny stuff that I'm ignoring. Ah, now I'm out. No, I did not see 29 months. You know what's funny is as I learned more about myself, I learned that I'm a little dyslexic. 3s and 8s mess me up, and 9s and 7s I've noticed have started to mess me up. And so 9s look like 7s. And if you're 27 months, well then you know
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday, Fire Fairy. Did y'all know she jumps out of planes to fight fires? She's Smokey the Bear with a parachute. These are facts. 100% facts. 100% facts. Am I right, Fire Fairy? Okay. Now, let me get this one going. Where'd that one go? I love that song. Don't forget to do the outro. We're going to do that Arkansas Bessies again. I heard that her channel was under attack earlier, and I sent her a message. And I was like, is your channel under attack? I didn't hear back from her. But let her know, if anybody talks to her, that thinking about her. What's that one? There's 2 with this guy? I'm guessing it's this one. Hang on. Okay, so okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to share this. because we're gonna finish our thing. We're gonna finish our thing with the whole craziness about earlier. Because you know what? You're not escaping the facts, lady. You're not gonna escape the facts. All right.
I'm like, oh, but that's another thing they were getting. It's like, were you trying to reach out
There we go.
on behalf of Karen to Paul O'Keefe as like third party contact?
Okay,
I'm like,
so the other night, Turtleboy had this, and I started watching it like late, like it was like 1 a.m. And I don't watch a lot of Turtleboy content because like he'll be like doing stuff like he's like watching the Patriots or something like that. I'm like, I don't care about the Patriots. But I don't watch any sports. But anyway, this was
in my head, I'm thinking no, but I'm like, I mentioned that we spoke on the phone.
okay. So this is
Common investment.
now, if you're wondering why I'm bringing this up, I'm bringing this up because on Jolene's today, she was talking about the Turtleboy exit interview. This is an exit interview. She got fired from the Turtleboy world. No, it's not what happened. Okay, none of that happened. What was happening was Turtleboy. He doesn't get involved in stupid little squabbles. Okay, he's not involved in stupid little squabbles. And this is not coming from anybody but myself. Do not give this to anybody else. Do not try to start stuff. Do not say that I'm saying something bad about anybody. None of that stuff. What I noticed, these are my own thoughts. Okay. You like how, where's my thing? Take him off the screen so that we don't get confused. My own thoughts, what I recognize, what I saw, because this is the way I would think. Turtleboy is fighting for his life. They want to put him in jail for 90 plus years on something that didn't happen, on charges that should be unconstitutional. And if I'm not mistaken, the legislature of Massachusetts even went so far to change the rules. So witness intimidation, as they're trying to say he did, is not the same. And by the way, they wouldn't be witnesses if they didn't come forward and say, I saw all this stuff happening. And then they said, and then none of them have the same story. Nobody believes any of their stories because they're so discombobulated. The Moo Cow keeps her story straighter than the McCabe's do. Okay? I mean, it's so stupid. He didn't do anything. They brought themselves forward. They wanted to be in the light. They didn't. They just said, "I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing." They have no. You see nothing. You see nothing. You can't make them testify for something they didn't see. But no, they went out there and they all said stories that made them think you didn't see any of this stuff because it didn't happen. Okay. John O'Keefe was not hit by a car. Get past that one. Now what's your story? More BS? Stop it. So anyway, this is all of a sudden it's witness intimidation. No, it's not. It's cronyism. Massachusetts is doing complete cronyism, protecting all the so-called witnesses, and they're pinning it on Turtleboy so he can go down as they will show him and they will say, don't do this again. He's a warning to anybody else. If anybody else thinks that the government is not telling the truth, you know who else wasn't telling the truth? Those damn redcoats that came up the hill at Bunker Hill in Massachusetts. And you know what they did in Massachusetts? They waited till they saw the white of their eye and then they That's history, okay? What's happened in Massachusetts? Now all of a sudden, the government's become king. And they all think they're kings, and they're all sitting up there saying, oh, well, we can't have this guy expose anything. That First Amendment, that's for us. That's not for them. It's not for those people, okay? It's not for the peon, all right? But that's what they're doing to him. Turtleboy's fighting for his life against the odds. And here's something else. If Turtleboy goes down, dominoes start falling. Turtleboy goes down, who is next? By the way, elections have consequences. There's an election coming up. A lot of people I know in that area are trusting one certain guy. I'm gonna find out about him. AD for DA. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, Turtleboy, I gotta get Turtleboy. He's fighting for his life. He's fighting for the lives of people he doesn't know, he doesn't care about. He will never know, he will never meet them. But the repercussions is like the men who lay their lives down at Bunker Hill. They don't know who I am. They don't know who you are. They don't know who Turtleboy is. They died in the mud crying for their moms. And they did it for you. Even though they didn't know you, they'll never. They suffered and misery and everything else. What Turtleboy is going through is instrumental. Doesn't have time for your mocha latte, tahini, pistachio, pasta poi mahalo drink. Okay, I mean it's a joke. Your beverage has become a joke, and you roll in it like a pig does in shit. Think. Turtleboy, how this comes back to us, how this comes back to me, Baker, and Claire, and the Turtleboy, and all the stuff that the big the cow, the milking cow, laughing cow's milking cow, that the milking cow tried to make a claim to. Is that this big exit interview was some big deal. Let me tell you what, Turtleboy didn't want to do this because he doesn't care. You got a little pissant channel. We all do. Turtleboy has a little pissant channel to somebody else. He has 160,000 subscribers. That's small. I don't have 10,000. Small. She doesn't have 10,000. You have more than her. Small. Okay. Tiny channels. There's so many people on YouTube. If you have less than 1 million, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares. YouTube isn't calling you up, asking. You're not being asked. You're not being asked to make your own candy bars. Your own Mr. Beast bars. Hey, Pass, what's up? You're not. Okay. But he's a bigger channel, and his life means everything to him. He doesn't have time to worry about somebody who's over here. And you know what she does? She does stuff that I don't know many guys that listen to that type of stuff. Okay. I'm just be honest with you about it. And like me, like I have a real hard time with a lot of accents, a lot of northern accents. Just I don't want to listen to them. No offense, y'all. No offense. But some of them just they're just like, whoa, and there's some southern accents that are the same way. Okay. I mean, don't think it's just our ears pick up frequencies and stuff, and there's certain things that just annoy you. That is one of those things. Like my wife, one time, I was watching a clip of her, not my wife, but of the Laughing Milk, and my wife came upstairs She stopped working. She walked up the steps, and I see her turn around the corner. She looks at me. And I looked at her like, oh God, I know I'm in. Oh God. And I knew what I was doing too. I was playing that clip. Now we had never talked about this before, had never said a word. And she said, "Eh, are you watching that woman?" And I said, yeah, sorry. And she said, the sound of her voice makes me want to chew my face off. And I don't even know how that you could do that. And I said, I would not like your face to be chewed off. So I'll stop. I am not allowed to I have to put earbuds in if I have to listen to something. It's the voice. You can't stand the voice. It's just, it's what it is. Anyway, Turtleboy didn't care. He never cared. He acting over there like, oh, you're top stuff. No, you're not. There were like 3 channels that she wasn't punching at. Everything else is like a crab, like punching down, completely punches down all the time. Baker was seen for some reason. These are all my own thoughts, all my own, all through my experiences and everything like that. This is what I think. Baker was seen as an easy target because he's not in America. He's not American, right? He's overseas, and she was going to use, you know, there's all I can't even go into the whole psychology about how it's all a lie about being America first and everything else. Whether she's not, she has no idea what that means. But she thought he was an easy target. No, he's gonna be a really easy target when he was on that plane. They didn't realize that it's gonna land, and he was gonna be around about 20 other creators. And I think Turtleboy got so sick and tired of hearing about it. Is why it wasn't an exit interview. He didn't say, if I remember, and we'll listen to that maybe tonight too. It is like he doesn't say, "Oh, it's over." Between us. I'm actually now maybe I want to go back and play that one. Audrey, I may not be around, but I'm happy to support. 27 months. That is your birthday, Audrey. Thank you so much. Audrey, I really, you know what? Would be the thing if you were here and you could give me another Dr. Pepper while I look for my stupid. Where is she? There it is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr.
I couldn't find the button to stop it. Happy birthday, Audrey. You're 3 now. 27 months is 3. Glad you're here, Audrey. And look at this here. Wait, where'd he go? Your wife scares me, and I never met her. Do you wear kidney guards or a full vest to sleep? Let's go. Let me tell you what. I told her this morning. I said, honey, last night, you're having a rough time sleeping. Like, you kept, like, jerking and, like moving and stuff. So I went and slept in the other room. She scares me, man. Like, sometimes she'll say how loud I am in bed. I'm like, I was sitting here with earbuds in. I could hear you breathing. You don't want me to breathe? She starts laughing. I'm like, that's not the answer. It's not how you answer. Dude. Doesn't matter, mom. They're related to the Bellwether, and that's a weird thing. That's a weird thing. But, dude, her mom, God bless, sweetest woman in the world. But, man, those eyes, she's a redhead. Man. Scary. I can't wait to tell her you said this. Full vest, that's actually not a bad idea. That's not bad. And I could say, because my back's been, I picked up a 50-pound bag of birdseed the other day for her, and I think I I pulled them. Well, it was like a couple weeks ago. I pulled them muscle, and then I did this, and the whole anyway. The back's just sore, right? I just take a Tylenol and get over it, dummy. But she told me I was a wimp when I said that birdseed weighed 50 pounds, and like I don't think I got it the right way when I was pulling it out of the trunk. I could tell her that I have to wear a vest because of that. It's not a bad idea. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, so let's see here. That is let's do this for a little bit. Let's do this one for a little bit. Okay. All right. No, that's the wrong button.
A real person and you have your own opinions, you're allowed to be in the chat. If you're a burner account, if you're
No men like your show. Like no men listening, and you can't take that personally.
I just said that.
okay,
Let's start with that.
okay.
Do you think your show is a show that's geared to men?
My show is my show based on what I want to talk about. If
Right.
it happens to be women, I mean,
Yeah,
I
nobody
pay
wants-
attention to
no
my
guy
audience.
wants
I
to
know my
watch your
demographic,
show.
but I
Okay,
don't.
so all this goes back to supposedly she's upset because Baker said he doesn't like her show. I don't listen to Oprah. Is Oprah still on TV? I don't even know, man. I don't like this. I don't watch Lifetime. I don't watch Real Housewives. I don't watch these things. Because you know what? Guys are a little bit different than girls. I don't know if everybody realizes that. Like, we can like the same things, but it's good for us not to like the same things too, because it gives us our own identity. Volstorm, what's up?
Cultivate my content based on my audience. I think I cultivate my content based on what I like to do.
Okay. Yeah. And you would agree that what
Oh, wait.
98%, I think was the number you said.
Volstorm, has she ever made anything that you've gone over to listen to? Oh, and by the way, those of y'all that can't see, the W is falling off. It's just because, you know, what happened was there's a storm in the trailer park. And, you know, sometimes they say, this trailer's rocking, don't come and knocking. Well, the W got knocked off.
Your audience is women, right?
Correct.
So when you see in the text message that Baker says that he doesn't like your show, is that surprising to you?
It was not based on that. It was based on
probably
my
a lie
politics
anyway. It's
and some
probably
statements
made
that
with
I've made on my
AI.
show and who I platformed on my show.
Okay. So, because in my opinion, the root of all
Let's
this.
go. I've said this to my friends forever. They're like, oh man, this girl, I'm dating this girl and she likes football and stuff. I'm like, are you dumb? Why do you want her to watch football with you? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Because you know why? You can sit there, you got the whole afternoon off to yourself. You don't want to give up your hobbies. They're your hobbies. All of a sudden they become your wife's hobbies, and they're all different. They're all different. I like action figures. All of a sudden, my wife had if she shared a hobby with me, I wouldn't be playing with G.I. Joes. I'd be playing with Barbies.
With you and Baker is that text message that Jay Walsh showed
And there's
you. Why do you
nothing
think
wrong
she
with
showed you
that.
text message.
So it wasn't the one text message. There were things that he said about me and what I was doing on my show.
like
So I haven't shared all of those. And unfortunately, Jess is the one that can share what she wants to share. But the statements that were made were, she was trying to encourage a collaboration. Like other people were coming on my show. So she was like to him, you should go on Jess's show. Right. And he was like, I would never go on her show. It's trash.
I need to go
She
get a refill.
platforms racists. She's racist. She's a bigot, blah, 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 blah. And then other things that I saw that he said.
Yeah. And do you know who that is? Do you know who the racist platforming? You know who that was? Kane.
So, but again, those things just stayed in the background. I existed and continued on knowing that.
Why do you think she showed you that?
It was
Because
in
he
the middle
doesn't
of a
believe in the
conversation
Holocaust.
dealing with, I know what you're trying
I'm
to
gonna
do
go
with
get a
this
drink.
particular thing here, because you already did it in a private text message for me. You feel
Volstorm,
very,
you're in charge.
confident
know
that
what
the
I
reason
missed.
she shared that was to get me to help her fight her battle. And you can If you prefer to say that, then go ahead and say that. You don't need to extract it from me.
Why do you think she showed you that?
I can't speculate on why. There's a whole like weeks of conversations with Jessica Walsh that I can't really begin to understand the motivation behind them.
You have opinions about everything, but you don't have an opinion about why Jess Walsh shared that screenshot with you just out of the blue. She's like,
Jess Walsh could show me the screenshot. It's my choice on whether I react to it or if I find that it has value to me. And so in my opinion,
like, why do you think she showed you that? For what purpose?
I think Jess Walsh showed me all of the things she showed me to try to get me to believe her.
Okay. And then you would do what with this? Why does she care what you think about Baker?
I think she was feeling very alone.
Okay. And she shared intimate conversations between her and some guy in across the ocean that she's sexting with, right? And she said, here's what he's saying.
I haven't gotten my Dr. Pepper yet. No, she didn't. She shared it to get a reaction out of her.
And here's what he thinks about you, right? What do you not see what she's doing with that?
So by the way, the information about Baker was when they were still okay. It wasn't recent. I knew about how he felt about me months ago in real time.
If she's showing you that text message, I guarantee they're not okay because there's no other reason for her to show you.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, it's not even up for discussion. It wasn't in the middle of this. I have been privy to his feelings about my show for a very long time, since he first said it to her. So it is not, if you're trying to liken it to like she did this as a whole plot to upend and to get me to, I have known that he doesn't like my show back when Kane came on my show. He didn't like Kane. He said Kane is racist. And there were other things that Kane had done or whatever. So this is going back to when Kane was on my show. So
you said Kane is racist.
I said that Kane said some racist things and I chose not to platform anymore. It wasn't because Baker said it. I got feedback from other people that his statements were.
That's exactly what Turtleboy just said. That's exactly what you just said. Oh.
In real time.
If she's showing you that text message, I guarantee they're not okay because there's no other reason for her to show you.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, it's not even up for discussion. It wasn't in the middle of this. I have been privy to his feelings about my show for a very long time, since he first said it to her.
I hate my show.
So it is not. If you're trying to liken it to like she did this as a whole plot to upend and to get me to, I have no.
I love Valhalla. I hate his show. You know why? Because I don't need to spend 4 hours talking about a shrimp tank. Is it a good show? Does he do funny things, all that stuff? Yes, I love all that stuff. But I'm not going to sit for 4 hours watching a shrimp tank. I said Valhalla because I know I could pick on him and he would take it personally. Holy cow. Yes, Wild Goose. 100%. Who cares? Hey, Courtney, how you doing? This was 2 months ago. This is the infamous exit interview that she calls it, because saying like Turtleboy fired her from this. I don't eat shrimp. No, I don't eat shrimp. How you doing, Legal Tubes?
Known that he doesn't like my show back when Kane came on my show. He didn't like Kane. He said Kane is racist. And there were other things that Kane had done or whatever. So this is going back to when Kane was on my show. So
you said Kane is racist.
I said that Kane said some racist things and I chose not to platform anymore. It wasn't because Baker said it. I got feedback from other people that his statements were.
You agree with it sounds like you agree with them.
I think everybody has the right to say what they want, but I didn't want to platform him on my channel any longer. So if he wants to go on.
And Baker didn't want to watch him on your channel. That you said that he was racist. And you know what? That's not a
on his channel or on anybody else's, that's his choice. But I felt, especially with some comments about Jews and things like that with my children, I didn't feel comfortable with
What
it being
about
on
your
my
children?
channel.
Wait a second, are your children Jewish or something? Is that what the problem is? Do you know why this was a problem for Baker? Because Baker, the only country that his country touches is Germany.
But I believe he has the absolute right to say whatever he wants.
Well, I
when he
know,
wants.
but my point here is that you don't seem to disagree with Baker. Like you just said that he says racist things. Baker says that you platform racists. Sounds
Yep.
like he does agree.
Well, I mean, you want to move past it, but we're not going to move past the fact that I've known about Baker not liking me or my content for months prior to this. And that seems to be what you wanted to come out of the gate with. So take the L on it. I've known about it for a long time. It's not like while this whole thing is blowing up, she's like, by the
Turtleboy has to
way,
take the L?
here, I've known about it.
Why do you care what he thinks? Why do you care what Baker thinks? You're not friends with him. Who cares?
I was very happy to keep that information private. I never even discussed it.
You've never discussed that? How do I
Only
know?
recently. I mean, listen, I don't have a timestamp right in front of me, but when this is when I started having people on my show on Money After Dark. Jimmy came on, people were coming on, and Jess Walsh was in a.
You know the problem is with this. Here's what I don't like about watching this. Turtleboy. I don't like Turtleboy on this. You know why? Because he shows how good he is. He's great. He is so much better than the way he most of the time. It's like I can't get any better. I am not. He is great. He's great at interviewing. He is great at his fluidity of his thoughts. The way he's calm, the way he's reserved. Turtleboy is great. And when you see greatness like this, you want more of it. And Turtleboy doesn't want to do more of it. He wants to just be the turtle, right? I mean, so that's cool. That's great. I absolutely, I have mad respect for him. This shows how good he is. Also, I told my wife after this, I was like, she's going to weaponize that article about him. Oh, no, wait, they talk about this before. So my wife found that article first. First time I saw it. It got taken down after this. When I saw it, I thought about it for that afternoon. I came back to her and I was like, she hates him. This is why she's going after everybody. Anybody that's you have the conception of them being an ally. And she was trying to divide and conquer. And I believe that wholeheartedly. She's trying to make you forget all this.
Relationship with him, whatever. And she was like, I'm really trying to get Baker to come on your show. And I was like, okay, I don't know where he would fit in. And then she was like, he really won't listen to me. He thinks you're racist. He thinks you're platforming racist. And I was just like, okay. And I was like, but it's just like Kane's opinion. It's not mine. And she's like, he thinks you're all drama. He thinks that you don't have any good content. He says that you have, you know, nothing really good on your show. You don't talk about anything. And I was like, fuck him, dude. Like, I'm not criticizing his show. By the way, I wasn't asking for him to come on my show. So this conversation happened months ago. So I always had in my mind how he felt about me. I don't care. I didn't react to it. I didn't comment on it. And that's that. So if that's what you want to start with, that's where it is. That's where it was. It has nothing to do with right now. And I don't think she used it to provoke me to do anything right now. I do think she was looking for somebody to kind of like, I think she was looking for someone recently. If any comments or things have been sent to me recently, I think that Jessica Walsh was feeling very much alone. And I think that she was looking for somebody out here that would side with her and make her feel less alone. That's my take on it.
Do you think she's a real one?
I felt that Jessica did a lot of things that I don't know anybody else would do. She really stepped up and she helped out when I needed help to help somebody.
Yeah, it's manipulative.
Okay, that's your take on it. I thought that she was doing it out of a place of, and I don't know if Jess is going to be okay with sharing.
Move a lot of homeless women into apartments. Is that a thing she does often?
So I'll share this because I think it's relevant to what you're asking.
Half the people will never like you. Like, you know, those personality tests, and there's like, what, 6 personalities, 7 personalities, whatever the hell it is, right? and you only get along like X, Y, and Z personality. That's all you're gonna have, and that's what's so great, and that's what's so confusing for people. They're small thinkers. They're immature when it comes to like a platform, whether it is YouTube, TikTok, Warner Brothers, Sony, Disney, any of these, all those are platforms. But still, it doesn't matter what you do. Not everybody's gonna like you. Okay, not everybody's gonna like you. There's some actors and actresses I can't stand. There's some I absolutely love.
And I'll apologize in advance if it's not something that she's comfortable with, but to this particular point, which you've already brought up,
Yes,
the girl
she
that we're
was.
helping
She was.
is suffering from some serious depression and abuse, right? And she had some domestic situations. And Jessica Walsh has also had those experiences, very similar. And so she felt she wanted to help because she didn't have that kind of help when it happened to her. So I told the story on my show multiple times, and she felt like, I want to help out. If you want to say it was because she wanted to manipulate me or whatever, that's your take. I'm going to go with what she said, which was she suffered from depression. She was in an abusive relationship. The story I told kind of resonated with her, and she felt like she wanted to help financially. Yes.
Okay. So you don't think that was at all to gain your
I'm
favor at
Rabbit.
all?
I messaged you on.
I can't
Discord
speak
that
on that.
night.
And I'm
I
going to
don't
be
know if
honest with you,
ever got
Aiden.
that, or
I'm
on
not sure
Discord
anytime
or not.
Jessica Walsh ever sent me anything was to gain my favor. I think she
Yeah.
liked to participate in the shows. I think she would send me items that I often worked into my show because they were funny. But I also,
What's up,
I get a
Buttercups?
lot of things from a lot of people. It's not exclusive to Jessica Walsh. So I have a lot of people that do I did an unboxing today while we were
Nobody's
waiting for
saying
you.
stuff about
I
Baker.
have
Nobody's sitting here calling him a sexual deviant. Oh,
a lot of people that donate more.
That's why I
I'm
said that. And that's
skipping.
what I told Will the other night, is that's frustrating.
Look,
When,
queen
you're
of it
watching
all.
the enemy, you're watching the
Queen of it all. Look, little no, you're not. You know what? We don't have queens in this country. The only queens we have are they come with their pronoun is drag.
people that are trying to destroy you. They're analyzing every single thing you say. And the people that supposedly have your back, right, are what you're saying. I'm not covering this case. I'm not talking about it. And that's why that's insulting.
Okay. Can I
Courtney,
speak to that?
Yeah, you don't have that.
She's changing
permission.
her story.
Okay. So, well, I want to make sure,
That's
I
why
can see
I'm
how
going
conversations
back
can go off
over
the
it.
rails. I think it's important to keep us on track here. So what I heard you say was that I said, I'm not going to cover your case or whatever. So first and foremost, I stated that after your statements that Jess Machado has not ever pulled up my court documents. I never made a blanket statement that I'm not covering.
This was 2 months ago. Right? What's happened is I was listening to Jolene tonight, and Jolene had covered her what she was saying today, and I was out there, I was mowing the yard, and I was like, wait a second, she's trying to change the series of events. She's trying to change what happened and manipulate it into where she's the victim. She tried to say that she apologized to Baker. That lit my fuse. If he was standing right here, about 7 feet from where I am right. When he got a message from her, she mocked him. And then she said, I will never apologize. Go cry in a closet. Those were things that he's admitted happened to him because he was in such a psychologically abusive relationship. He was afraid to have kitchen knives around because the woman he was married to was like, the last thing he did was he locked himself into a closet and he took all the alcohol he had in there. Brother had to come get him. Got him out of the house. That's it. That's it. this piece of trash is trying to say that, and none of this should matter. I apologize to Baker. When I did my video after Baker said I landed in England and I went live because I knew he was safe. He was outside of any American territories. We had talked about it. That was our whole plan because he was scared that they were going to try to do stuff with TSA and stuff. I don't know how he got home. And I said in that stream, I don't want an apology because you cannot apologize to me. You cannot apologize for what you said about my friend and about us housing him here and driving him. We were driving him to an amusement park and she was saying that he was a sexual deviant. We were taking him to an amusement park. And now she's just like, oh, I don't understand. Turtleboy canceled me because of the glare, because my husband, evidently, I don't know, Jessica has a thing for like the glare and Turtleboy in a three-way or something like that. That was all according to Jolene. You'd have to go listen to Jolene. It's all allegedly. I didn't hear it. Arkansas bestie, babe, what are you doing? Hey, listen, I love your video. That was amazing. I tried to get a hold of you on X because I heard something today and I wanted to make sure you're okay. So I don't know if that's a good way to message you or not. Just give you a heads up. But anyway, that's an awesome video. Gosh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. And you know what, guys? I gotta take a moment right here. My buddy Tom Gillis is here. How you doing, Tom? Y'all don't know Tom Gillis is a PGA pro. His email address has PGA in it. Like, it's a real deal. This is guy. I'm not making this up. Love this guy. He had his channel taken away, and actually, and it's coming back. He needs view hours, so you guys go over there, check him out. Fall asleep to Tom. Will somebody put both Tom and Arkansas in their links? Because I love both these people. He's my buddy. We've known each other for a long time. Tom, what are you doing Friday, man? You want to hang out? I'm thinking about doing an all guys Friday Night Live again. It's time for the boys to play. So let me know, man. Let me know. Wait, hold on. Bestie, it's been a rough day for me. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's the tubes. What happens? That's what happens. Man, I'm so far in the chat. That he's here somewhere. um, that's the best thing to do is to get off. I took a couple of days off, and best thing that ever happened to me. X is the big one. It's I'll tell you what, change your algorithm sometime. Just start just doing searches for something. Feel good words of the day. Kittens and puppies kissing. Sounds weird when I said that. I don't know. Something like that. Ice cream art. You start searching for stuff like that, mess up your algorithm, and you'll start getting more of that in there. And it's so great. Iron Rabbit, thank you so much. By the way, I need to put up the new link for Discord. So you guys come hang out. We can get together. We can do a little chit-chatting back there sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Rabbit is my buddy. We love her to death. She is oh, wait a second. You know what? I think you're my longest serving mod. Wow. Wow. I know in the chat tonight, it's either you or Danielle are longest serving. Harriet, how you doing? I love that axolotl. I love the axolotl. You'd be surprised how much you're modding. Sometimes I have questions about how to do something. I think about you. You're farm tough. Hey, Frank Otter, how you doing? All right, let me get through this. Let's nail this. Get out of this weird world.
Eight
The
and four
sour
documents,
world.
right?
So that way I
So
can go to
think we
sleep
can agree
happy.
that I commented in response to you, which was, when has she ever, everybody has pulled up my court documents, but Jess Machado. And I responded, I'm not going to do that. So that's the first thing, right?
Nobody cares. Look,
I 100%
go an
agree
hour
with
later.
everything you said about VLT. But if he wanted to kill himself as a result of that, would you be okay if he told you, I want
No, I wouldn't be okay. You made your point. Noted.
Okay. All right. We've common ground. There we go. That's progress. This is good. No?
Yes.
Where does she
People
start
like this.
crying?
Like, people want honest conversations.
What's
Right?
next? What else?
Let's do me.
Ooh.
Let's talk about me. You wanted to bring up my
So
flaws. I don't
right
wanna
here,
focus
she
on
knows
your
she's
flaws.
not going to win.
You feel free to talk about my flaws,
Okay.
and we can address them.
It's okay. I don't need to do that. I didn't want to do that.
I'm not afraid to have that conversation. I'm not afraid to discuss it. I like to
Wait
hear
a
what people
second.
say.
I
about
gotta
me.
find.
I like
I'm
to
not
hear, like, that's fine. It's a free country. Do whatever you want. I was just trying to give you good professional advice from someone who has succeeded in this on their own without having to use someone else, a friendship with somebody else to build, where I've gotten. I did this completely on my own, brick by brick.
I just have a
There
problem
we
with
go.
it.
Hang on.
So
Protecting you from what?
he's just getting in the chat and running his mouth.
And
That's
what's
it.
he protecting you from?
He's just defending me.
What's he protecting you from?
He's
Okay, here we go. This
defending
is
me.
where we're
He's
getting to
jumping
it.
in. You don't have time to get to know the real me because you're very
If
focused
that
on
person is not in court, that's not the
Kate Peter and also the chairwoman of the Mass GOP, Amy Carnevale, so I could appeal to my political people, right? So it wasn't just Kate Peter, but there were other guests on there as well, which was very strategic.
And what's the appeal? And what's the only thing that comes to mind when you think of Kate Peter? The only thing.
Views. I knew it would get the views.
Really?
She's an adversary and she would get the
Adversary
views.
of who?
You.
There you go.
Right. So the only thing, there's only one thing that matters in the world to Kate Peter. There's only one reason that she's relevant at all. Is what? Me,
Let me ask you a question, because I can see
What
where
else
this is
is
going.
interesting, Kate Peter?
Listen, I just want to make sure, because I think we've moved past this, we're going to keep going. You want to say, and you want me to admit that I am nothing without you. Is that
No,
correct?
I don't want that at all. See,
Then what
this
do
is
you
what
want?
This is victimhood.
What
This
do you
is
want?
Nonsense.
Yes, that's
what do you
his.
want?
It's
I don't know.
victimhood.
I think
Trying to
point is
turn
kind
the
of
subject
amazing.
around.
The person that you were yesterday, that's not the same person I'm seeing now. This is fake.
Always,
Like, one of them
Harriet.
is fake. They both can't be real. You are either this unfiltered Hardo Fall River chick, or you are this. I don't know what this version. This is like Jen McCabe on the stand version, right? This is like I am just. This is not the person.
How many people are going to come on a program with an angry Aiden Carney?
Lots of people will.
Okay.
We hashed it out.
Aiden, listen, I have a group of people behind
I
me
didn't
that
see
were
that.
prepping me for this. Everybody gave me 1,000 different pieces of advice, what to do, like how
Why?
to handle
Like,
it.
there was
I should pull up all the
no
receipts. I got
confrontation
all
at
this
the
shit
beginning
people
of
send me,
this.
and I was just like, you know what? The number one thing I can do here is just stay very calm and not get emotional and not get provoked, because that is my normal.
The only-
yesterday.
That is. Did you hear? That is my normal reaction, is to get angry, to yell, to go off, and I'm not going to do that here. It doesn't benefit anybody.
Okay, so
I mean, I think you're not going to be satisfied unless I get into.
So she knows. She knows. I'd never heard that before. She knows. Her normal reaction is to get mad and yell and go off on people. And she knows that's offensive to people and that upsets them. She just said all that. She knows. Everybody's letting her manipulate them. Okay? Don't let her manipulate you. She knows exactly what she's doing, all of this. And that's why she's changing her story.
A huge
No,
argument.
I want to see the real Jess. I don't want to fake Jess. That's the real Jess.
Let me
Right?
ask
There
you
you
a
go,
question.
Jackie. Oh, wait, hold on, Jackie. Did I miss
I'd like to
you?
ask you a question.
Shoot,
What are my children's names?
Georgia and
That
I
matter?
forget.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's why you don't know the real me, because you don't know anything about me.
Okay, like
You don't get the real version of me because you don't know anything about me.
what's the real version? This one or that one yesterday?
You're getting this one right now.
Okay, so there's
You don't even know.
You're getting this one right now. You're getting this one right now. Yeah, a grifter, they can change. Yeah, they read the room. They read the room. Harriet, how you wonderful people, love and peace to all. Harriet, love you to death. And Harriet, you know that I have to wind down the wiggles.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I got the first hit the other day. It wasn't for that video, but it's, I mean, come on. It's, Oh, I went and told her this when I just saw her. Just saw her saying it. I told her. And did I see this? Love the way you cover things. Thank you, Jackie. The way that you cover things and love the chat also. This is the greatest chat. They are absolutely wonderful. And thank you for I have never covered anything where I've gotten this is a special one, Jackie. I need to probably do a short video on how this got here. But if you don't know, this woman here, the queen of it all, said horrible, dirty, filthy things about the Broken Baker while he was staying here with us, while we were doing FNL Dollywood. We got swatted. And instead of ever asking or saying condolences, instead of saying this is a horrible thing, instead of saying, hey, everybody, go find all the people that were swatted over there, sending her chat over and being like, hey, go give them some love. Do anything to show you're a human being. She called us liars. Called everybody there liars. And now today I heard she's changing her story. I don't get involved in drama. I'm not going to go in and walk into a room and start drama. This is a weird world for me. I've never had to be in any type of drama before. And this is. You mess with my family and my friends. Play with the bull, get the horn. No. Yeah, and oops. Oh, I kicked the comments off. Yeah, she said, get over it. Yes. Ballstorm knows. He was there. He knows all this stuff. She told Baker to get over it. She wasn't going to apologize to him. You know how? He didn't even tell me. No, he did tell me. Then he went downstairs. He's got my wife and he said, will you help me with this? How should I respond to this? Didn't ask me. He went to White Rabbit. And they talked about it. All the grifters out there that are trying to that's Let me tell you what, if there's a channel out there that they're trying to become a victim of this, trying to get her attention to become a victim of her, you suck. Okay? I don't want to be here. I don't want this in my life. If you guys ever see anybody who is trying to say, oh my gosh, this and that, tell them, be like, you should go talk to Baker. You should go talk to experts. Talk to Fallstorm. Don't talk to Valhalla. He loves everybody too much. I thought I loved everybody. Talk to Side Eyes. Oh, talk to Side Eyes about it. But don't come around trying to grift off of us. Okay? I'm not talking about Jolene. What Jolene's doing is magic. Because she is watching everything and is like, holy cow. She's like, I don't want any part of this. She's like, but this is what's happening. This is what's fair. She's not trying to get into a fight with anybody. But there are little channels out there trying to get in fights, whether get their attention. It's like, oh my gosh, if I had 7-Eleven on my channel, then I could say mean things to her, and then like everybody be watching me. You're stupid. You're a bad channel. This is not for you. YouTube's not for everybody. And that means you're stupid with an affectionate heart, but you don't want this stuff in your life. I don't want it to in my life. Trust me. I know. No love over here. I do my best not to talk to side eyes that much. How you doing, Lisa? That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see here. All right. There's just a second, maybe.
Oh, the names of my kids.
Okay, and what's
Yeah,
your
do you
point?
know
That's
the
my
names
whole
of my
life.
kids?
That's the real me.
No,
That's the real
nobody
me.
should
That's
know
what I
the
talk
name of
about on
your
my
kids.
show. That's what
Nobody
my
should know
followers
your
like.
real
That's
name.
what the
Oh,
women.
that's something else. That's what it is. She loves to dox everybody, and that's what she's trying to do on everybody. And they're gonna run around and say, "This is your name," and this is your. And they think, "What? What? What's wrong with that?" Okay, okay, let's just go to the basics of it. Not respectful. Okay, you have a name on the tubes because that is at the time you made your channel. That was the brand that was best for you. Okay. You should respect other people's channel. 2, don't give your names because there's weirdos out there. As somebody who's had their identity stolen, don't. If you are on Facebook and you're telling people your first name, your last name, your kids' names, your mother's name, where you live, where you go on vacation, when you go on vacation, when you work, where you work, all that stuff, you are setting yourself up for major, major problems because there are evil people out there looking at all of this stuff. That's why in Tennessee, doxing is illegal. And if myself, my family, or any of my friends ever get doxed, they are all said, 100% prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And because of long arm statutes, you would have to come to Tennessee and face it. Yeah, Bear, I did too. Yes. The best Courtney. um dox this. Tom's he's a celebrity. Okay, do you guys what was that thing? LifeLock? Was that the thing? Was that what it's called? Maybe it's still around. I don't know. I don't listen to radio anymore. And it was like, oh, pay us and we'll protect your identity. And the guy was like, I'm so sure of it. And he gives off his social security number. Do you know that a homeless guy in Arizona he like bought a house or something like that? I mean, it's something ridiculous using that guy's identity. He put in his name and social security number and they gave him credit. Other countries don't have credit like that. Isn't that weird too? Anyway, don't give all your stuff out. Don't do it. And if you're being doxxed, it's not for anything positive. There's no reason to do it. You're a trash person. And that is what the queen, you're the queen of all, you're the queen of trash too. So Rosalind Duke. I dox her all the time though. I was talking trash about people a second ago. I was like, you'd have enjoyed it. Yeah, my credit score's so bad that I figured that people feel bad for me. Linda, how you doing? Nana's Ranch, what is going on? Oh yeah, that's well, that's a sin. That's a sin for a Tennessean. Oh, so ton of people. Yeah, hey, Julie and others, absolutely disgusting. I'm so glad that I've seen the light and will never give them any of my time again. Angie, let me tell you something, though. I'm thankful. Okay, that's a wonderful thing. But there will be more just like them, exactly like them. That's the scary thing. That's why I don't get involved in this stuff because I've seen it. Look, Fallstorm, ask him. Fallstorm and I, this is probably what, the sixth at least person. Oh, more than that. Heck yeah, more than that. Uh, that they all act the same. They all have the same MO. I fully expect her. She's going to quit YouTube for a while. Nobody will hear about her. Then she'll come back rebranded as something else, talk about different things, and or we'll go to like a different platform, Rumble, something like that. And it's all about a grift. There's a group of them that go around. There's always the grifters go in small groups, and you'll see like there's one of them that will always give a lot of money to like get involved, right? And they want when that's why when people say in the chat that they want a wrench, never give. If you're a content creator and somebody asks for a wrench, that is the person to never give a wrench to. Never give them that. Wrenches should be for people that you can talk to because they're now part of you of you. Like they're they're along for the ride to that point. They're along for the ride. And you'll see it. If you are a mod for me, you go into other channels and stuff. It's different. It's just different, and it's weird. Unless you're Volstorm, then you go into a channel, and everybody's like, "Hail Volstorm," and then they quit talking. Let me see if I can find what got all this kind of started tonight with me, and then and this will be funny too. And this is our friend Jolene Lunzer. I love her. God, yeah, I love her so much. And let me tell you real quick, if you don't know about it, was that I did no, I kicked it off. I kicked it off. I was trying to get Angie's message off and kicked that off instead. Jolene came into our lives, my life at least, when all this stuff was going on. I'll tell you when it was June 15th. And I was already worn down. I was like, "What?" I felt sick, and that's what drama does to you. And I was like, I don't feel I'm not happy. I don't like this. When's this gonna end?" All of a sudden, you start realizing that you have a different ringtone for every camera you have in the yard. You have you're, uh, checking, uh maybe I shouldn't tell you guys we're on cameras. When you're you leave the house and before you walk out, you look out, you check everything, you look around. Before you get to your car, you walk towards another car first and do a zigzag back to your car. You don't go out, you have two people always going out because you're seeing there's some people have gotten unalived because of crazies on the tubes. Just like John Hinckley. John Hinckley attacked President Reagan so he could get Jodie Foster's attention in like 1981. Doesn't that sound stupid? It is stupid, it's why. It is. But that's what happens. That's how I was feeling. And all of a sudden, I wasn't streaming, and I kept thinking all day what I was going to talk about. And then I looked up and I said, "Who's this?" I was like, "That looks like Valhalla's face." And it was Jolene. She had used it was the thumbnail. And I went to her chat. I was like, "I can't believe this." I immediately went over to X and I was like, y'all seen? Have y'all met? Y'all know about Jolene? And the next thing I know, I started seeing people popping up in her chat that I knew. And I was like, oh, this is great. This is word of mouth is going to start working right here. And her chat grew like 500 that night. It was so great. People seeing all this stuff coming in. And I was there till 4 a.m. And just Jolene really, she saved me. She doesn't realize it, but it's a mental thing. It's just, she's great. That being said, I will now show you. She had on tonight. She was doing her thing, and it was like 2 hours into her show, I believe.
J7, and she's like, I got copyright struck, and I'm like, what the fuck? Which is just so lame,
Use
but
the
whatever.
language.
And I don't know if it ended up going back up.
Hey,
I don't know
how
if
you
it's up
doing,
right
babe?
now. I have no idea, but so
Yeah, I try to forget about
there's,
that. You
I mean,
know
let's
about
just
this
let's
stuff,
do a
don't
little
you,
bit of
Jackie?
clarity. And again, you cannot change. And if you hate me and you want to change this, timeline, then there's something actually mentally wrong with you. And like, just raise your hand if I'm going to tell you a timeline here that you can't like buy into as a hater, just so I know who I'm dealing with as far as like mental like deficits. So I
mental rentals
started this whole thing about defending J7 to Baker, and I made some lighthearted jokes about him just before that.
Okay, stop appropriating my shit. Now all of a sudden her and J7 are like, we do jokes. No, you don't. You do pathetics. You do screamies. You do Karens. You do crash outs. You do snowflakes. You don't do it to jokies. Rat House does it to jokies. Joanie do it to jokies. Jimmy do it to jokies. You know do it to jokies. Okay? They're like doing that thing, just hiding behind comedy and satire. No, you meant that shit. You meant it with your full foops. All the foops. You meant it with the full foops. Okay? Now, when I mean something with my full foops, I stand on it. You meant that shit. You meant it. Stop. Do you know what a joke is, ma'am? No. Other than your channel, what else is a joke?
J7 and Oceans discussed him on one of my live streams on a Sunday, and the next day I apologized to him for that, and I said, I really shouldn't have allowed J7 to use my platform for that.
Yes.
I made a public apology to this man. And
does it to jokes. He does it to jokes. You never go full foop. Okay, God bless a fupa. I do a whole bit about how we shouldn't demonize this beautiful beast that is our one protection. It's our last line of defense against men. If you do it right, you can fight off people with your fupa. She doesn't do it right.
Okay.
So he went to Twitter. And he was like, who's this hot blonde? And he saw all her pictures and he was like, wackadoodle-doo. And she caught him.
This was hilarious.
J7 was dropping so much, she can't afford anything. In 150. Oh boy, this is bad. This is not going to pay for her gambling addiction, allegedly. This ain't going to buy Jeffica
hang on.
all of the
I wish I could fast forward
Siggy's
this.
Celsius Casino.
It turns out they don't want willing to admit.
Oh, you guys did her a solid. She went up from 299 likes to 300. Call it a day. Turtle dove. Sweep the leg. Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg, turtle. Sweep the leg.
Save big money at the
This is a lady who constantly compares her numbers and things to other people.
This didn't jump
She's
on
got
me, did it?
842 watches. She can only get 309 likes.
Oh, it did jump on me.
Likes? Certainly one of them's watching right now. They had to give her 310, 311, 312.
No.
There, and then it's behind some sort of like a
310.
Dingles inside. Yeah. And then you didn't listen, and then you Venmo'd me, and then you emailed me. It was
To get their casino money ready.
does she?
Look at her. I see that part. Rainbow? Where's Rainbow at?
Sorry.
Jess, have you been watching?
Okay, well, I had the timeline wrong. Sorry, guys. Anyway, go check out Jolene. She's great. But sorry. What she had showed us, I was mowing the yard, okay? And she starts, that's what happened, this whole thing got started. Starts saying that she apologized to Baker and he did all this stuff. I was like, no, she did not. Like that's what got everything started with this. I'm just like, no, like you're welcome, Angie. Oh, it was so bad. Yeah, it's just wait, hold on. Starchasm's here? Hey, Starchasm, how you doing, babe? Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Let the party start. She doesn't return my messages, anything, y'all. She's a diva, man. I mean, like, not like a good diva that reads and knows dictionaries, but like we're talking about like RuPaul type. Not in like RuPaul's in like she has a tallywhacker, but like as in like very demanding of like, snap type sarcasm. Did I just play that? And I didn't hear it? Well, stupid me. Hang on a second. Let me take this down. Let me remove that and let me hear it again. No. No, I'm totally lost. I'm in two things. Sorry. I'll have to do it later. Sorry. It's way too much. But anyway, so that's the yeah, it's such bull. It is complete bull, which is also, hang on. Let's see if I got this. Okay, so we're not the only ones doing this to. Not the only one doing this to. Turtleboy. And this is a private message between them. In October of last year, he's asking her, hey, I should have said this, but please don't mention that we speak on the phone. Okay, but why? What? You don't know why you shouldn't share conversations with people?
I should have asked last night and monetize it with their friends. That's not what normal people do.
Yeah, totally monetize
the fact that I have to about the problems that this is causing, and she's broadcasting them on her fucking show every fucking day for money.
Turtleboy ended up realizing
because
what's
this is
going
what people.
on.
Oh,
This was just a couple days ago.
I know what Turtleboy's saying.
The whole exit interview, that was a couple months ago. It's because so much stuff kept going on. Turtleboy finally, my thoughts, not what anything I know of, but what I witnessed. Turtleboy's like, this is such a distraction to the bigger point here. And he wanted to talk to her about it and be like, can we not just straighten all this out? No, that was her time to shine. She became a victim. She became the victim. And all of a sudden now everybody's against her. I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't care. I don't want to talk about you ever again. Okay? That's what I would like. I would like to never talk about you again. I think I've blocked everybody that you sent over to say that I was lying, that we didn't get swatted. That was cool, right? She did a whole stream about us getting swatted, but then said it was a lie because said that we were lying because she had the number of people it takes to be a swatting is not the number of people that we said. I was like, what are you talking about? Somebody called the police. They send police over. Said that there were guns and knives and all this whatever. Supposedly. Guess what? That's another one. That's not out. The investigation is still with the FBI. Anything that's been said about that, not true. As far as, because you know why I say it's not true? It might turn out to be true. All these things that she said and everything else. But you know why it's not true? Because you can't get it because it says the FBI has under investigation. And if I did have it, if I had it, and said, this is what it says. I got a copy. I went in, I went to the police headquarters and I got a copy of the 911 call. Here it is. I would be interfering with a federal investigation. Anybody here want to interfere with a federal investigation? I don't. I don't want to hear those words. I don't want to find out about them. I want to be left alone. The intent was to send multiple things. Sarcasm, like, I'm out of here. I gotta check my ex messages. Who's messaging you? Yeah, tell my 15-year-old to his face that he's a liar. True. You've interfered with a few federal operations, or you have been part of. Well, it's so different for you, Canada, Australia, Canada, same thing. Intent is what happened, but no one expected. Rosalind Duke was there. Rosalind Duke was there. She's sitting there going, what's happening? I'm like, wait a second, that's my line, because I usually don't know. I'm the airhead. I don't know what's happening. But then we're all liars. Rosalind's a liar. Volstrom's a liar. Danielle, I think, left before this happened. Destiny Side Eye's a liar. I don't think who else is in here that's a liar. I'm not at liberty to talk about it. Good old boy. Oh, Malin. Malin was there. Holy cow. Yeah, Malin's a liar. Malin is a veteran. So, of course, she's a liar. She's a Navy vet, right? Because veterans are, they're the people that you say that you're helping when you're just laundering money. My words, I don't know who does that. I wouldn't do that. Somebody does it, sure. It's just it's so after the Dollywood incident happened, so the glare shows up, right? After the cops are gone, everything. Here comes the glare, just walking in, looking cool, right? He's a cool guy. He's like, hey, I just did some modeling for an action figure. He's one of those guys. And told him, said, hey, listen, this is what just happened. And his eyes get big. He's like, oh, no. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, there's a heart attack, man. I was like, but here's the thing. We don't care. And we're going to keep on going. And we all had talked. I didn't give Lefty a heart. We all had talked about, it's like, we're all okay. We're not going to let other people, we don't want the evil doers to even know police showed up. So they're sitting there and they're watching the show and they're like, I can't believe it didn't work. The evil scheme didn't work. Still not working. Nobody cares. It happened. Okay. And if you quit talking bad about everybody, nobody would be talking about any of this. There'd be no timelines. But the glare. So he comes in. I tell him, I walked up to him. I was like, look, dude, because here's the thing. Glare has the biggest channel, right? And I'm very honored he's there. First time I've ever met him. I'm like, this guy's really cool. Like, and he's not in the YouTube cool way. Like, what you see on YouTube is not real life, man. He is so cool, real life. And I was like, I don't want you to think we're screw ups, right? Or whatever it is. I mean, we're screw ups. But name is Jessica. But this is, what's happening. This is where we are. Blair waits till, was it Monday? Sunday? He took a day out, took a day away from it. And then he tweets out what a great time he had, even though the police were there. Yeah, he talks about the swatting. And said the person that did that really sucks. I think he used a few more graphic adjectives, but that was their oh yay, it did happen, we can talk about it moment. Had nothing to do with Turtleboy. Turtleboy, what's he gonna care? And then it kept going on, and that's where Whole Milk was talking about also on Jolene's, or Jolene was covering where Whole Milk had said so, like, this all happened to Glare. He and Turtleboy, they got together with this scheme. Everybody's scheming against her. Everybody's scheming against her. For whatever reason, and none of that's true. No, they aren't. There's none of that's happening. Hey, Dolores, how are you doing? But it's just it's mm. Mm-mm-mm. And let's see here. So, let's do a little bit more fast forwarding. So now we've got our friend Valhalla. He's involved, right? But Valhalla, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's like, look, he would rather be like, okay, look, it's a mistake, or it's whatever it is. Let's not worry about it. Let's not do anything. Okay. It's over with now. And
I went through all of them.
no, that's
And
not it.
He didn't know that much about the case. Didn't know Dr. Lop. I mean, most of you watching know more than he does.
No, that's not it.
I'm just saying.
Was
If I
that
can get a
not
little
the-
glam. Aiden's behavior doesn't reflect on Mark to me, or whatever. And he was like very up. And
Oh, it's pretty on. Oh, so we're just believing Mary.
Oh, hang on a second. I was trying to find it. I got one more thing here. I'm not. No, that's not it. Hang on, I may have the wrong stream. That'd be excellent, wouldn't it?
Personal drama in his personal life and the ending. Like, there
All
you go. Does that not sum it up right there? I don't know what to tell you. All right, cool. So that's a preview. That's one day of the Machado. This might be like a 5
All right,
hour.
hang on a second. Let me look one more thing.
And we'll go through it faster when I actually do it. I would need
may have
organized.
this.
You notice how I had the timestamps there?
Hang
Boom,
on,
boom, boom. I've got them go. We're up to right now, like December 18th or 19th. That's really when it gets bad.
Where
October,
is-
November,
Not it,
December.
not it,
That was
no.
those were the big months
Where did
of
Judgment go?
problematic behavior from her, causing huge problems. After that, it would, as you're gonna see in like
Is
the
this one? No. Interview. What day is today?
like when you go
The
over here
Monday.
and you're like, okay, you see in the spreadsheet, and you're like mentions, okay,
Hang on a second. hang on.
mentions of me.
right, here we go.
3,872
So
times.
here
she's
she is.
mentioned me
These are mentions
on her show.
of
But her
Turtleboy
show's not about me.
in her
Okay.
show. Okay.
And as you see here,
Olaf,
like
how you
building
doing,
her
babe? What's
base
happening?
is talking about me 66 times,
Jolene hit a
56,
trigger tonight on me.
64,
And
80,
it was
40.
the whole big cow thing, the milking cow is trying to change the story, trying to manipulate herself into where she's the victim.
51. Look at December every day.
Okay, so this
48,
is
22, 39, 72.
this is a spreadsheet
47,
of every
55,
one of her
39,
shows,
26, 28,
and every
58,
time she mentions
27,
Turtleboy's
and
name.
Yes, this is factoring
This
in the
is
fact.
hardcore.
And I went through all of them. Anything that was Aiden, as in her Son-in-law, didn't count that one. Didn't count that one. Okay. When I do shit right, I don't fuck around. I'm a very, when I'm gonna do a valid truth journey, it's gonna be organized and it's gonna prove my point. There's not gonna be any downtime, lag time. We're gonna bang, bang, bang through it. Okay. That's what I do. I'm thorough. 72 times in one day. So this is like the big month. This is December. Then you see in January, it's still, still talks about me but it's a lot of single digit days. Lot of single digit days.
Not it.
It picks
Okay,
up.
so
this is the day I went on and did an interview with her.
26,000
views. By far the biggest
26,000.
episode she's ever had. By far. By far.
Where is
145, 13. Okay. So here and there, 28, 15, blah, blah, blah. But there's a couple days, there's a couple zeros there. But definitely not as big as December. Look at March.
Where is
March not talking about me as much. And look at the corresponding numbers on the right. 3,700, 55, 55, 51, 54, blah, blah, blah. She mentions me once here. 2,800 people watch.
Okay, wait a second.
Zero.
So now I've got
4,200 people
Hold on,
watch.
this is what I wanted to show.
Zero. 4,300 people watch.
And we're gonna go this one here instead. Wait, hold on here. All right, this is all right. Here we are.
That's your husband talking like that. He's getting fucking raped every day. Fucking raped
Yeah,
every. You
so
wanna
that
see
was
this
what was
clown?
said. Okay,
You
look,
guys
here we
are
go.
Society. Like I'm killing it. She always talks about her success. To me,
Yes.
that ain't success. To her, that's success. That's the difference between me and her, is that she thinks she has reached peak success. No, I'm making fun of the way you're acting, not what you're making.
Hey, cat lady, how are
You're
you?
making fun of me celebrating my success. And by the way, if you've ever listened to my show, and I'm sure you do not even earn
Isn't that
$10,000 a month. You are mocking it. You are making fun of it. And then you're making fun of me celebrating my success. And
Then that's the thing. You just said it right there. Celebrating my success. That's what I'm making fun of. Is you think $10,000 a month is success. The fact that you think that is wild. It's just
Right.
like that you say that out loud shows that
Where
you're
is-
white trash. Because
White trash.
if you've been making $20,000 a year and get your car repoed your whole life, yeah, that would seem like success. That's significantly more than you used to make. But it's not success for like normal people. It's like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
by the way, if you've ever listened to my show, and I'm sure everybody here in the chat could agree, every single solitary time I've ever talked about achieving any type of financial reward for what I do, it is with the most humbling of statements attached. I am always beyond grateful. I cry all the time about it.
She's humble. She's humble.
I love that laugh.
Oh, what'd
I
he say?
love that.
Fucking good.
Whoa, whoa,
The
whoa,
last
whoa.
is
What do you
beyond
say?
grateful.
Whoa,
I cry all the time about it.
Oh, this
Put him
is
in general
great.
pop.
Yeah, here. Hang on. I
Let
gotta
him be
slow
the
this back
prison
down.
bitch.
Boy, they were fucking good.
Boy, they will
The
fuck
last time he was in solitary.
Of course, this fucking little walk.
Listen
Why
to
would you
this.
put 'em
Listen
in
to
there?
this.
Get fucking raped every fucking day. But fucking keep my fucking name out of your
Who
mouth.
says
Keep my
this?
kid's fucking name.
Who talks like this?
Oh, he's big mad, bug.
Tom Gillis. Good night,
Imagine
brother.
that's your husband talking like that. He's getting fucking raped every day. Fucking raped every. You want to see this clown? I mean, have you
Love
guys
you,
ever
brother.
seen Jeffica? You ever seen this dude?
Ballstorm. Thinking Friday.
Let's check
done
out
another
Jeffica.
guy's
Some
up and out.
Jeffica pics. He's
Tom
a real
Gillis.
winner. Let me tell you.
Okay, so here's what happened. She's telling stuff to Jeffica to make him upset, to try to get a fight started with Turtleboy. A physical altercation. What adult does that? Turtleboy's the one that's trying to stay out of jail. He's the one that the police are going after. He's the one that all the resources of the government are going after. And here you have someone over here instigating a fight. Because she gets some weird perverted pleasure out of it. Did you ever hear did you ever hear the story about sitting on the couch with her husbands? just a fantasy about she's sitting on the couch and her first husband, her second husband, her third. What she have 4 or 5 now? Husbands are all sitting there, and they're like just holding hands and like rubbing legs and all this stuff. Baker's the pervert. You want to turn your body into a wastebasket. You're picking on. I wouldn't be associated with somebody like that. Yeah, here, I used to have a little bad mouth, Jackie, and then like as soon as I hit play, I was like, I don't want to do that. And something, it's low IQ. You can do better. Do better. You don't have to cuss to get through a sentence. Yeah, making jokes about sexual assault in prison system says everything about who they are. Let me tell you what, if you've ever looked at the statistics and stuff of what happens in prison, it's absolutely terrifying. It's disgusting. It is gross. And the fact that we, as a civilized country, I don't understand how it's not unconstitutional. I don't understand how it's not, what's that word? What's the part? Cruel and unusual punishment. I don't understand how that's not being applied, because it is horrible and disease filled. Out of a matter of public policy, we should not allow that to happen. So what's up, Rubber Ducky? How you doing? Oh yeah. It was gross. It was gross. Here, let me go back to my thing.
Hold on.
This is the guy wants to get in a fight with Valhalla. He's going to get in a fight with an Army veteran. Turtleboy's having an expert moment. There you go. Looking for it.
You guys want to see what success looks like? I'll show you success. This is what success looks like right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you know you've made it in life. Okay? You're looking at it right there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is success. Gluttony defined. There it is. Just two.
Why are we watching them take a bath?
Attractive people just killing it in life, just enjoying the fruits of their
This
success.
National Geographic
in the hot tub on a vacation, just enjoying each other, just enjoying each other's company. It's a beautiful thing.
You talking about talking or in the
beautiful
hat?
thing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay,
the guy right there in the water.
Dude, look at the happy couple.
The guy right there on the left. He wants to get a fight with Valhalla. I gotta get off the screen.
He's so tough, man. Look how tough he is.
Things.
Third toughest guy in Fall River, right there.
Yeah, the guy there on the left
in all of Fall River.
Nobody
messes with him, bro. 2 hits, you'd be out. You'd be out.
2 hits.
He's so tough. He's so tough right there. Look at him. Look at him, dude. Nobody messes with this guy. He's mafia. Look at him.
That's Valhalla. He can't sleep at night because he's worried about this guy. There he is.
There's some Jeffica. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
enjoy that food. You earned it, Jeffica. You earned it. Well, your girl earned it.
Tom Gills is gonna be hitting me up later on, but you're giving me nightmares. I have nightmares because of you.
People like, you call Jessica when I say get your hoe on a leash. No, I wasn't saying put Jess on a leash. He's the hoe. He's the Doug Ermhoff of this situation. He's the first lady. You're known as Mr. Jessica Machado. That's what you are. You don't even have an identity. You are the
Nandy. I never thought of it like that. Oh, Nandy,
celebrity.
You minx.
Jess.
Oh, you nailed it.
She's a big shot, bro. I don't know if you know this. She's got 9,550 YouTube subscribers and going down a little bit every day, but still, it's a lot. It's almost as much as the chat rats have, so that's good. And so you're killing it. Like you're the husband of her, of a big superstar. who everybody recognizes when she goes out all the time. So eat away, my dude. Enjoy the fruits of your wife's success. There you go.
He's an Eagles fan.
There you go.
In Massachusetts and a
you look
Yankees
great.
fan. Okay, look.
You look fantastic.
Do you know how bad people from Boston hate the Yankees? I mean, it's like this guy. All of this, he's not an Eagles fan. He's not a Yankees fan. It's one of those people that would just want attention. Okay. Next year, he's going to be a Packers fan because Valhalla's a Bears fan. Okay. Watch that one happen. Thanks, Ball. How you doing? He wants to be hated. That is, yes, thank you. That is so simple, so factual. So factual. Yeah, he thinks he's cool.
Fantastic. Now, you're not the father to any of her children, of course. So
No.
other men are the ones that are really kind of paying for this all. And you're both similar in that you both have exes that pay for everything, right? And
It's the same thing.
you live together for free. You squatted in your ex's house in Swansea before getting foreclosed. And then now you're living with Jessica's mom. So that's not bad either. But the other men, her exes, are baby daddies, as she
What?
refers to them. They're the real breadwinners, like this. Like
You
here's
are
here's Jess with 3 generations of Machado's grandpa
boy.
and one of the Jays and her.
That's one of the guys
Oh, wait,
that she
no,
wants to rub.
that's not grandpa. That's
Get on the couch
that's the
with.
baby daddy. So she
Get on
banged
the
the
couch
Werther's
with.
original guy, apparently. So there she is.
Werther's
So that's one of the baby daddies, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So they had a kid. That's great. And then there was Jessica. What about the other baby? I think that's the baby daddy, the oldest one. And then, well, what about the other baby daddy? Oh, that's Julia's dad. That's the oldest one. Okay. I'm learning. It's a learning process. What about the other dad? What about Georgia with the
Doggy
J's
Rock.
dad? And I should not know these kids' names. I should not know their names. So she's like, what are my kids' names? I don't know. I shouldn't know them. No one should know them, actually. But there they are. That's dad number 2 on the right. That's dad number 2.
Dude, look at this guy. Like, what is he Amish? Was dad too Amish? I think he's Amish. Let's get bigger. Oh, why won't my screen? Oh, come on, screen. Right. So he's Amish, right? Is this Amish? I always get Amish and Mennonite mixed up. Or I don't know if he had a tan, he might be Osama bin Laden. I don't know. What I'm just a dummy from Tennessee. I don't know. I mean, dude,
Jessica got that guy's leftovers. That guy got the leftovers of him. He wears Vans or Puma. Okay, remember the Pumas. Okay, and that's their son. I would never say anything about. So there you go.
Oh,
That's
you
great.
guys left
So
ours.
congratulations on the enormity
his
of your
spaghetti
success,
you're eating.
Jessica.
You're eating
We're
his
really proud of
spaghetti.
you. And prison rape's funny. Prison rape's funny.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's like, he's gonna get raped. Imagine that's your husband, somebody that talks like that gets on there and it's like, gets raped, and you're just sitting there like enjoying, like totally. But oh yeah, she was a big supporter of mine. Big supporter. What else you got there?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Now I'm angry.
Oh, he's angry. I mentioned his kid.
Now, if I did see him,
Ooh.
would have words. I
Oh.
guarantee fucking
Ooh.
here.
Oh, tough guy. We got a tough
Fucking
guy.
sitting on his fucking. Sorry.
There is a
Notice she just lets him go. She does. She loves this. She loves hiding behind a man who's like gonna be. We would have words. Let me tell you what would happen if we saw each other, Jessica. Nothing. That's what would happen. Nothing. You would do.
Oh, I didn't see
nothing.
him. I didn't see
To
him.
be very clear, I will say whatever you told me not to talk about your kid. I'm going to do the opposite right now. I'm going to do the opposite because Machado had some tweet today. You know, let's not. Something about you're a bad. You shouldn't talk about parenting, Aiden. What's wrong with my parenting? I think I do a pretty good job parenting. You know what the coolest part about my parenting is? The fact that I get to see my kids, unlike Jessica, because he don't see them. I mean, what does he see him? I mean, how often does he see Alex? Because he mentions Alex's name in this because you guys love doing that. You love doing that. I mean, what's this document right here? What's this one say? What's this court doc say?
Oh, look, court documents. Oh, those are always exciting. Rosalind Duke is covering
stipulation for the parties. Jeffrey
Tupac
Machado against
right now,
Kayla
be of
Nunez.
court.
Okay. The parties agree that according to the Department of Revenue, the father owes the mother $2,644 in child support arrears, so he wasn't paying. Father's child support shall be reduced to basically in half for consideration that the father was unemployed for 12 weeks. So you found a great one there. I mean, but he might not pay his child support, right? He might be court ordered to pay child support because he's in arrears and he's unemployed.
Well, they shut down the docs.
But at least he could kick my ass, right? That's
oh
what
yeah,
you
that's
really
that's a
want in a spouse.
positive.
Who cares about somebody that can take care of you financially, buy your own home, have a good job, right? Make sure your car doesn't get repoed. Who needs that, right? What
Hey,
you
I got
really
one
need
right.
is a guy who can kick someone's ass. That's what you really need. That's what Jessica Machado values in a man. She saw that and was like, I want to marry you. You are what I want to be around my kids.
Yeah,
the father shall continue to pay $142 a week in child support and an additional $20 a week towards the child support arrears that he owes for a total of $162 a week. All prior orders not modified. For a total weekly payment of $162 via implemented wage assignment, aka we're taking it out of your paycheck. We're taking it out of your paycheck
because
we
usually
don't
how it happens.
trust you to pay it. Do we? Do we have more? Oh, there's more.
There's more,
There's
but
more. What's
wait,
this
there's
one say?
more.
Let's see this court doc. He told me not to talk. He told me not to talk about it, guys. But I thought about not talking about it, but then I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to do the opposite. I think I'm just going to talk about it instead. So, yeah, he's a big tough guy though. He's going to have words with me, big words, not
don't talk about it.
Words, definitely words.
Don't talk
now
about it.
Now comes the defendant, Kayla Nunez, and hereby objects to the motion for temporary orders.
That's the first wife. That's the baby mama.
14th. All basis of said objection, your defendant represents that the parties entered into a marital.
This is a pattern. Okay, this is what we're showing here. This would be if this were court, because see, these are court documents, so these are admissible in court. No, there's a hearsay exception for it. You have building up a case showing what you're dealing with, changing the whole thing, and still trying to cry. What month is this? 8 months? Trying to say for 8 months it's Broken Baker's fault. Well, you know who would say that? Somebody who doesn't pay for their children. They would say that. Oh no, wait, this is the one. I gotta separate them. They're not the same person. Excuse me. This is the person that gets mad at Valhalla. Okay, nobody gets mad at Valhalla. I mean, I've seen the guy talk to released convicts. Be like, hey man, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Settlement agreement on the terms of which were incorporated, not merged in the final degree. The plaintiff now comes before the court seeking to modify the terms of the contract, which would be improper. Moreover, the relief on the plaintiff's motion for temporary orders in the same relief that he seeks in complaint for modification and attempts to short circuit the process by moving on a motion for temporary orders. It should be noted that the plaintiff moved into the former marital domicile, the home, without the consent or agreement of the defendant. So they got divorced, and Jessica
So he's a
just
squatter.
moved in.
He's
What
a
else?
squatter.
The plaintiff
He's a squatter.
has made no mortgage payments, nor any utility payments, and is embarked upon a course of harassment, which has resulted in certain orders being entered in the Providence County Family Court, as the defendant now resides within the state of Rhode Island. So she's got orders on him. Additionally, the plaintiff seeks to have this court modify the contract, insisting that the defendant execute a quitclaim deed in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has confirmed with the lender that there is no set of circumstances, because he's getting foreclosed on in the house that she pays for, which will result in her name being taken off the underlying obligation, which is secured by the former marital domicile on Hemlock Drive. The plaintiff merely seeks to circumvent the judgment of the court and seek to obtain full ownership of the former marital domicile, and at the same time keeping the defendant on the obligation for the underlying mortgage. So she's going to have to keep paying. This is what he wants her to do. Keep paying while he lives there for free. This is Jessica. This is the love. This is who the Bunyan's idol, Queen Bunyan.
You have children
It's like,
together.
I want to be in, I want to marry this guy.
And this is what
This
you
is
want
my
to do.
kind of guy. My kind of guy. Again, we are way past the drama-free days. Again, I had no intention of doing this, but you keep poking. She wanted the smoke, and now she's got it. She wanted the smoke. I didn't even research this when I was doing the Somerset Snatch Donkey. We kept it nice and simple then. Keep poking. Keep on poking. Poke, 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 poke. Okay. Keep poking the turtle. Let's go.
Poking the turtle.
What else we got here?
Don't poke the turtle.
For the foregoing reasons, the relief sought by the plaintiff, not only on the motion for temporary orders, but on underlying complaint, is improperly before the court. Okay. There you go. So there's one. That's in 2015. What else we got here? What's this one say? Oh, now Jessica doesn't have an attorney because Jessica's broke. So Jessica handwrites all of his motions pro se. All caps.
Oh, he does handwrite them.
He talks to.
He's
Due to
good
the
handwriting.
inability to serve the defendant, she's hospitalized, having had a baby. I am requesting another hearing date in order to have time for the defendant to be served. Okay, so that's one motion he writes. What else does he have here? Some more all caps. What do we have here? An all caps Jeffy
Who's
motion.
baby? Who's baby?
All right. This court on October 31st, 2011 entered a judgment ordering that no provisions were made beyond agreeing to split costs associated with short sale of property. Property was under agreement at time of judgment. The following changes in circumstance have occurred. The property did not sell in short sale. Short sale term expired. Property has gone into foreclosure.
I like
Plaintiff
turtles.
resides in property. That's Jessica. And has attempted loan modification, but does not qualify unless the defendant signs over the deed. So he wants her to sign the deed to him because the foreclosure is slated for 60 to 90 days or sooner. Awarding the plaintiff to save his home from foreclosure by having the defendant sign their deeded interest of property to plaintiff within 48 hours to ensure time to achieve loan modification. This will also protect the defendant from foreclosure on her credit. Oh, it's a good, she benefits from this. Okay, Jessica. Sure. Real winner, this guy is. Real winner, Jessica. What else do we have here for court docs? Okay. Well, we got more. We got more. You kept poking. You kept poking. Okay, what do we have here? Another Jessica handwritten court doc in all caps. Ask the court to grant a hearing date as soon as possible to hear a complaint for modification regarding my divorce. The defendant's unwillingness to cooperate with me. She won't sign over the deed so that I can live in this house for free and continue to pay the mortgage. Right. Why won't she do that?
Oh,
the defendant's unwillingness to
meanie.
cooperate
She's so
with me to
mean.
achieve a loan modification.
She's so mean.
Because how does she benefit from
anyway.
that? On the property we share, oh, you share it now, but yet Machado lives in there with you.
Yeah, yeah. He's
In
not
which he
paying
is
either.
clearly under the influence of either alcohol or narcotics. Shocking. With
Wait,
the
hold on a
child,
second here.
14th, 2007. He got married in 2007. Okay. There's one child of both parties, Alexander Machado, born 8/17/08. So he's about to turn 18, and Jessica is going to be real happy about that because no more child support. Okay. That because of an ongoing arguing and threats by the plaintiff toward your defendant, I fled the marital She fled the domicile in November. So she had to leave the home because of threats and arguing. Shocking. I know. He seems so peaceful and nice.
Jessica.
On December 1st, 2010, the plaintiff was involved in an incident where the plaintiff came to the defendant's residence where she lives with her parents.
Is that right?
In order to allow him to visit their son. So there was an incident where the plaintiff came to the defense residence where she lives in order to allow him to visit their son. So she fled the home and he just stayed. On that occasion, the plaintiff took no time to spend with the child and spent the entire visit with me, completely ignoring the child. That since Thanksgiving 2010, the plaintiff had no contact with the child and he has been invited to see the child. So he's just not going. The plaintiff never contacted me, nor the child for Christmas, nor sent a card or a present for the child. So Jessica's a real man, because this is what Jess Machado finds attractive in a man. He can kick my ass and talk about
personalized craft.
That's attractive to her. But paying for your kids' Christmas presents, no, that's not she's not interested in that as a man. She's not interested in that as a man. She doesn't want a man. That's not what defines a man.
She doesn't want Santa
a man
Claus.
being able to take care of his kids.
Yeah, she does. She wants
or
a
pay
broken
for his
baker.
wife's shit or anything like that. That's not a man to her.
She wants him
a
to
man
take
is
her
somebody
to
that
North
goes on.
Pole.
Is like, I'll kick his ass. Kick his ass. Talking shit about me. Kick his ass.
I'm tough,
have
man.
words. Yeah. Well, I bet you the most are going to be one syllable, aren't they? Yeah. Okay.
Crappy dads are never
The
tough.
plaintiff, prior to our
You can't be
marriage,
tough and be
was
crappy
heavy
dad.
into illegal drug use.
Oh.
Following our separation, he informed me that if we did get divorced, he would go back to drugs, quote, in a New York second. You better not break up with me. I'm going to go back to doing drugs.
The term is New York minute. We've never heard New York second. I've heard a New York minute. I believe that's the proper term. Heavy. Thank you.
Okay. Shortly after our child was born, the plaintiff threatened to kill himself as a means of securing additional attention. So pulled the BLT. Okay. On Facebook on December 20.
Oh, I can say something real bad, but I'm not going to. But
27, 2010, the plaintiff posted his picture with his friends in which he is clearly under the influence of either alcohol or narcotics. Shocking. I am greatly concerned that our child will be exposed to the plaintiff's violent behavior and be at risk. In addition to the foregoing, November 12th, 2010, the plaintiff pushed me against the wall, and that was the culmination of the problems between us that caused her to flee the domicile. The plaintiff has never expressed any interest in dealing with the child or visiting the child. In fact, he has only taken the child to the park on a total of 3 times in his entire life. He has no interest in being involved in the child's life.
How bad is it when the ex-wife knows how many times you've taken a kid to the park? This is what's out there, changing the narrative so they're the victim. Wonder if he's ever makes the term approachables seem a little bit more necessary. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Holy cow. Are you approachable? Because I know what you did to your ex-wife. Don't make humans content. Broken Baker doesn't care about American cows. Okay? He never had anything. Hold on, wait. Do you really think where'd it go? Where did this go? Let me see if I can find this. Let's go over here. What's the name? So I'm just seeing if this pops up. I doubt it will. It was earlier. So much stuff happens. Oh, this is good. How do I get this bigger?
You want a little something, something?
Okay. So, do you really think this is what Broken Baker? I mean, let me tell you what, Broken Baker, like, I wouldn't. I don't know why chicks might think he's attractive, but I mean, come on. You think this is the best you can do in Denmark? This is the best you can do?
For the ride home? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
No. Never happened, lady. I know you guys are dreaming about him and stuff, but you'll have Moonbeam sell you another one of those sex toys, all right? Anyway, guys, it's been a long night. Holy cow, it's been a long night. What is happening? Why is all this happening is what I want to know. Oh, it's time for the crotch rockets start racing down the interstate. Where is, let's hit this and let's go over to here and we're gonna hit this thing. Where is, let's see what's happening right now. Oh, there we go. And we're gonna save that. Okay, so there it is. There it is. Guys, I love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out here tomorrow night. Squirrel School. It's gonna be a special edition. Is it tomorrow night? Tomorrow's Thursday? Mitchell, is that right? Tomorrow's Thursday? Yes, it is. Okay, so tonight or tomorrow night, World School Special Edition on this channel. Okay, tell everybody it's gonna be on this channel. You're gonna be greatly disappointed. It's gonna be a great disappointment. But it's gonna be on this channel. Okay. Love you guys. We are gonna have like we're better than all this stuff. Okay, I don't care about them. There's no don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. That's what it boils down to. You just can't do that. You got to starve them out, which will take a long time because there's a lot of starving to go on. I tell you guys how much I love y'all. Sarcasm, you're great. You're absolutely great. I'm honored that you came in here tonight. Personalized Craft, Nighty Night, Laura Croft. Look, that's a cool avatar. Love you. Yes, tomorrow night it'll be awesome. We'll have a good time. We'll do our thing. No thanks, MK. Dolores St. John's, the president for every state concerning free speech. Oh yeah, Turtleboys. True. I do this. Love y'all. Yes, let's see. Let's go out of here with this.
Around YouTube, we've got news today. A broken baker's finally found some common sense along the way. Now somehow we're planning a wedding.
And we're gonna do it. Win our way. Our baker lives in Denmark, met a bunny online. A few innocent texts, what could go wrong this time? Then packages hit Denmark and the bunny tail went south. Baker learned real quick what internet dating's all about. YouTube got ugly, but Lauren had his back. Baker fixed her Wi-Fi and kept her channel on track. Bestie left the bunnies, found a better crew instead. Took one look at those two. Let's get Baker wed. Broken Baker, common sense. Somehow this ridiculous thing makes sense. From internet drama to wedding bells, how we got here, nobody can tell. Save the date, clear your plans. June the 7th in Tennessee, my friends. It's the YouTube wedding everyone wants to see. Planned by Arkansas Bestie. Bestie's got the plans, boss man's got the crew. Baker, hide that group chat before Lauren gets a clue. Side-eye Jess is matron of honor. Cyber chick broke free, left the bunny side behind for better company. Experts in his shades, white rabbit by his side. BHB's got the glam, gotta make this wedding shine. Kristen's got the wrench, official wedding mod. Valhalla's got 100 more, collecting's kinda his job. Golden retriever friendly, loyal to the end, but mess with one of his people, you'll meet a different friend. Turtleboy, I'll bring this crazy family around. Still fighting for the first while the wedding plans go down. Will the Glarers come in too? Which means the party will arrive and Val Storm can announce it. It's Saturday night. We're live! Danny and Mary B brought the chat rats along. Home Slice, Dean, Mitchell, and Shizzy can't possibly miss the song. And standing at the altar, there's only one man for the job. Auntie Deb, aka Jimmy. Dressed as Elvis, thank God. Broken Baker, common sense. At this point, don't even try to make it make sense. Beneath all the live streams, there's something kind of sweet. Lauren backed the baker when the comments brought the heat. He keeps her stream connected. She always has his back. Somewhere between you're live and buffering. Bestie saw a match. Are they really dating? YouTube says they are. No ring, no proposal, but facts don't get you far. The chat already decided, so what else can we do? Everybody knows if it's online, it has to be true. So save the date, June 7, Tennessee. The reception's open to the whole YouTube family. Luke Bryan kicks it off. Ludacris takes the stage. Then Shizzy gets the DJ booth and sends us into the next day. Elvis Dab is ready. Experts rocking shades. Valhalla's got the wrenches. Boss Man's got bad plans made. Chat rats in the comments. Everybody's going live. Mods are dropping links while the super chats arrive. Bestie swiping Boss Man's hard again and again. Spending real damn money on a wedding that might be pretend. White Rabbit's invited before anyone gets confused. She's a rabbit, not a bunny. Those terms can't be misused. Rabbits get a +1, champagne and a seat. Bunnies get the live stream. Enjoy it from the street. Save the date, June 7th, somewhere in Tennessee. Broken Baker, common sense investigator. Case closed.